fuck.
All right. Oh. And we are live.
I already just snuck in that first
part in between. The Lord's Day. It's all good, bro. Welcome to the I Lords Podcast and the Lords of Gaming.net, episode number 108. And it's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. I'm very excited about our special guest. And we've got Mortal Kombat 11, DaysGone, E3 and Scarlett rumors, and Disney gaming acquisitions to discuss. So we're going to get right into it. I want to introduce the Lord, whom Lord King and I had the absolute pleasure to meet at PAX East 2019. Not only did this Lord represent 1/3 of the most entertaining journalists in the game with Dr. Bob and Chris P, but their hilarious takes on gaming, drinking, and pop culture easily make them the life of any party, yet still retaining the passion of hardcore gamers everywhere. Introducing the host of Not Another Gaming Podcast and the co-founder of WickedGoodGaming.com, the life of the gaming after party, and everyone's favorite professional degenerate.
Oh,
Live from B-Town and making his debut into the realm of the Lords. My man, Lord Papa Dom. How you doing, sir?
ooh, man. Jesus,
I'm gonna have you in the round, baby.
I am around. Absolutely. And you told me you were gonna lace me up with that intro, and holy hell, you really did. I'm gonna try to keep the only the PG swears that you can say on like.
You got him out early. You got him out early.
Yeah, I got him out early.
It was wicked early.
Absolutely, wicked early. And I have to make sure that I have all of the merchandise very heavily represented. Hold on, I'm gonna have to just. There we go.
There we go. That's
gonna have to make myself feel at home. Pull up a chair, put the slides on, and right now it looks like I'm broadcasting live from a Crate and Barrel back room because I just had the bridal shower yesterday for me and my future wife. So we've got
to the realm.
Yeah,
salute.
thank you.
Absolutely, man. Yo, long overdue. We've been talking about this day for a minute.
Oh man,
met you brothers out there. Tremendous time. Salute to the team too, man. Salute to the team, Chris P.
I'm missing my boy Bob. I don't care.
Yeah. Y'all getting y'all Patriot. Y'all's getting y'all Jet Patriot rivalry on.
Let me explain something. Y'all guys don't know about this dude, right? But let me tell you something. So me and Cognito's over there, and he's like Cognito. He's like, you ever go to you reading comic books, right? And you find out they got doppelganger you. And it's like, it's like
racial doppelganger.
It's like Bizarro World us, right? So he switched and he saw black him and Cognito, and Cognito saw white him. Like, what is going on? So they kicking it, right? Tell me he didn't have black meat. I mean white meat. So white meat showed up, right? White meat is Bob. Yo, me and this dude just got infatuated with each other ourselves because we talking. It's the same joint. We talking to the side. We done kicking it, and he's a Patriot fan the way I'm a Jet fan. This is crazy, right? We're not supposed to talk. It's supposed to be oil and water, right?
Yeah, facts.
Not at all. Me and this dude was kicking it for at least 2 hours, basically. That's what it felt like. Man. But listen, y'all, it gets even more bizarre. They have a doppelganger sovereign, right?
Who we didn't get a chance to meet because he was lit somewhere else.
I was
just like our sovereign. Our sovereign was missing in action,
and he was missing in action, just like sovereign.
Yeah, our Chris P was gone.
It was nuts. It was absolutely incredible. Bro. I just had to throw that 2 cents in there. It was incredible.
Absolutely, man. Dom's in the building, long overdue. You are Lord in your realm. It's only right we show you the proper respect here at the round table. What have you been playing, sir? What's been going on with you, man?
Man, listen, I have been really, really sinking my teeth into the Division 2. I told myself that I was not going to rush out and get it. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm going to, like, every time a shared world shooter, I know you guys are big Destiny guys. Every time a game like that comes out, I figured, and I think I told you guys at PAX too, I was like, I'm going to wait. Because I'm going to wait for like Division 2, The Taken King to come out and be totally remastered and inevitably fix whatever they messed up at launch. But I heard nonstop great things. I had so many buddies that were playing it and got onto it, so I've been playing the Division 2 nonstop.
Ooh, nice.
And yeah, that's just been pretty much my jam lately. And also just keeping up with, I'm on like my 4th playthrough of Skyrim right now, so I've been oh yeah, I got it for the Switch. I mean, it's
say that again. Say that again. What platform?
I got that for the Nintendo Switch.
Woo, with your chest. That's what I'm talking about.
Do you see the level of disgust on my face? But I want y'all to understand that's typical for doppelganger Cognito. Like, did you understand what just happened?
See, you see what you see it. You see it.
At least we know they both like watching PowerPoints.
Oh my Lord. The PowerPoint slide.
It's a hot slideshow. Okay, let's go.
No doubt. That's what's up, man. That's good to hear. So we're going to get into this stuff. And of course, we got the 4 horsemen of gaming, those original lords of the realm here at the round table. My co-host with the co-most, my brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, and the how of the young wolf. My man, Lord Addict. How you doing, sir?
Doing pretty good. Finally beat that Sekiro dice twice.
Woo!
Finally. Thank you.
Finally. Salute, brother.
I thought the last boss was literally going to drive me insane.
Did you uninstall it, brother?
No.
Did you uninstall it? Uninstall that crap.
Addict, where does that last boss rank? Where does he rank in terms of difficulty for you?
The hardest boss I've ever fought.
Wow.
That's how you know I will never fight him.
Now, is it cheap difficult or just difficult?
No, it's fair. It's long and enduring. Like he has 4 phases. 4 health bars.
It's a war of attrition.
It's like an end game type of game, right? Like, you got to go take a break, right? You needed an intermission, right?
Well, it's not even that you have to take a break. You can easily mess up because you have to fight him so long. So you think you have to fight him for 4 health bars? That's a lot of times.
I thought you was about to say 4 hours. I swear, I thought you was about to say
I fought him for about 6.
Go to.
Oh wow! I ain't about that life. I like to enjoy the fine things, man.
They're about an hour and a half to 2 each.
You was about to get cursed out right there. You was just about to get cursed out, but you did it, and I salute you, sir. That's something I will never do ever in this life.
We comfortable with ourselves.
Oh, I'm 100% comfortable. See, eating strawberries. Well,
no doubt. So that's been in search of a whole Sekiro week for you.
Pretty much.
No doubt.
It was I started the review. It's gonna take me a little bit. But it was a good game. I do think that I don't think it's the best game they've ever made, but it's definitely a good game.
He's in recovery right now. He's in recovery from his wounds right now. He's in post-op right now. He's in post-op right now.
PTSD as we just get out. No doubt. And of course, we have our most technical gaming lord, the solo gamer who lives for the single-player selfish experience, and also the Sostradamus, Mr. Offline Profile Illuminati and Lord Patreon of the Iron Bank, my man, Lord Sovereign. How you doing, sir?
I'm chilling, man. I got back yesterday. And I was like, first of all, I had to drink like a gallon of water. I was like, all right, let me get rehydrated.
Yeah, you was lit at that, bro.
And then I proceeded to download the best looking bootleg I could find just to watch certain scenes.
No, you did. Oh,
you out here
spoiling the end game?
Did you just hear him admit on the air?
Yeah, what's up?
What are you talking about?
Copyright infringement stuff.
What's going on here? Let's get that site.
We at the Iron Lords podcast.
We at the Iron Lords
podcast.
Let's get that site up so we can get it banned and booted off the air.
What are you talking about, King?
Oh man, that's crazy. Anything else?
I got to insist that King David read that.
Okay, I can't lie. Endgame is a 7 out of 10 for most. Most for me. Too much of the goofy Ant-Man movie vibe for most of the part. I did appreciate them showing psychological impacts of the snaps. That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna talk about it when it gets to my part. I don't know why we all jump in Sovereign section. We always do.
For real, damn,
sorry,
man.
Sovereign. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, everybody's jumping yourself. My bad, son. Good to you.
No, I don't care. So I picked up MK. I was gonna wait, and then I said, you know what? Let me just pick it up. So I picked it up on PC.
Wow, you picked it on PC?
I did on PC. I was not.
King, you got to chill with that. You got to stop with that, bro. You've got to stop with that. No.
It's like a little Deadpool. It's like a little Deadpool joint.
I can't with you. Continue, sir.
And then I did that. Played a little bit of it, just the story mode. Story mode seems pretty cool. Game runs beautifully on the PC. I haven't had any issues. And then what the heck else did I pick up? Oh yeah, so I did pick up Days Gone. I played a couple of hours so far.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, you know I was gonna do that.
No. The only reason because I was gonna try. When I get to my segment, I'll tell you what happened with me.
Yeah. So I picked it up. I haven't played enough to really assess anything other than the game is beautiful. The game
save some of them thoughts, bro.
That's it.
No doubt, but that's it. I mean, for as far as what you've been playing,
that's pretty much it. That's it.
No doubt. And of course, you know, we got the Incredible Hulk of this, aka the Access Gamer. Ooh. The Lord of Combat Sports, the King of Statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience. It is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement. Ooh. Beloved Lord King, how you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing extra fantastic. Now that we got Wicked Gaming in here, this is what I'm talking about. I am so happy that he came through. I knew this was, a match made in heaven. It was what I'm missing my man Bob, though. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm missing my man Bob. I'm really not feeling Bob not being here. I'm putting out. Listen, I want y'all to understand. He is so lit. Y'all will love him. Y'all gotta definitely go over to their channel and definitely watch, listen, and subscribe. You see Thanos right there twisting, right? Thanos back there twisting. He didn't get a lot of stuff happened, but he's alright. Thanos is alright. Also, I'm getting my Infinity Gauntlet together. I actually have. Look at my rings.
Okay.
This is Attic, and this is Bloody Knuckles. Yes, yeah. I'm actually.
Bloody Knuckles, if you're in the chat, can you please come to the front of the congregation, sir? Your knees. Wait, Attic, you gotta stop. What is wrong with Attic?
That's right. Lord Shank is in the building.
Attic kidnapped Lord Shank.
Lord Shank is in the building. Tell him what to do, baby. Yo, listen, let me tell you something. I want y'all to understand a couple of things. First, this week, because you guys where I was playing Hellblade this week. I was playing in Division 2. You already know what it is. Me, Hot Monkey Lovin's out in these streets actually tearing it up. But Hellblade, if you've never played it, and it's in Game Pass right now, and I put Game Pass up there like the best thing since sliced bread. It is probably the weirdest psychological thriller that you can ever listen to. Put your headsets on when you play it, please. Do not play it with your surround sound. I know how hot your surround sound is. I know how high
you gotta do that, with a headset, bro. Atmos,
bro, it's things that go on in there that is necessary for a headset. And
I couldn't play it.
Yeah, me and Attic talked about it, and he said that a lot of stuff was going on that he only played a half an hour of it, and he couldn't take it no more.
Yeah, it is mentally. It is such a great use of sound that it mentally messes with you. Like,
it actually has the PlayStation 5 chip inside of it right now. So that chip that y'all were looking for the PlayStation 5 is already in the Xbox X right now. And so if you boot up Hellblade, you can get the PlayStation 5 experience today.
Yo, Dizzy going in. He said, King, the king gonna make you go broke or joining the statue movement. But then he says, King can't ask for knees, he owes soft.
Yo, he does. You know what, Dizzy? I told you, until that PlayStation is in my house, and when I turn it on and I go to put in my disc and it say pay $5, I think you should be quiet and hold it. You gonna hold an L that's gonna be so crazy. You just like, buddy, you wanna put your knees up, Dizzy? Because your knees can get it got too. I definitely need my Infinity Gauntlet needs to be figured out. Right here.
Ben, the knee segment is lit right now. Oh my Lord! Shout out Forte. What's up, brother? What's going on, man? Great Avengers weekend. Yes. So that's what you've been rocking. It's been a Hellblade situation.
It's been Hellblade. We had some whack fights last night. Yeah. Shout out to man. You know what? I'm not even gonna talk about him because he disappointed me so bad. That's why I did do a combat talk because I knew he was gonna disappoint me. I'm not even gonna go into it. Nah, you shall not be named. Shout out to you.
No doubt. And of course, we have the Lord of the Cooperative Experience and Gaming Ninja himself, the Shinobi, LordCognito. Spreading that realness in the realm of the ILP, not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Avengers Endgame, we already know what that went down. Shout out to the Roundtable Reviews with Lord Kai and Lord Sav. That is up on the ILP channel. All the spoilery stuff is in there, so go check that out. Yo, rest in peace, Cassidy the Hustler. It was a good run. Sorry, bro.
Bro, I was gonna hit you last night with it. He was so salty with that loss. He got thrashed. He got dirty so bad. Yo,
he got 3-0 after talking all that craziness.
He got 3-0. But when they got to the tranny talk, I want you to understand something. Listen, this is not when y'all hear me what I'm saying, right? Yeah. And y'all might say, "Oh, King's out here doing wicked bashing." I'm definitely not. But when you get to that part, Goods didn't want to do what Goods
didn't want to do it. Yeah.
Crowd wanted what Goods gave him.
Yes.
And Goods washed Cassidy in a fashion that Cassidy at the end was, you know how when we got this thing, right? When we beefing with each other, shout out to Ken. All right. When we saw beefing, it's good. We saw snapping, and then I start really getting good on Ken.
Yeah.
Then he started going to real life. Well, real life things, matter. Because
does it get personal?
Cassidy was so dirty yesterday.
He was salty, man. It's just the bars was outdated, bro. So yeah, salute to Cass. It was a good run, back in the day in the cypher, but on that big stage, brother, wasn't translating. Salute to Black Magic last night. He had me rolling. We could call me on the phone. We talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But that was that. And then other than that, it was there was a fight. Sav, did you catch Jacare and whatever?
I missed it. I started watching because I think the early prelims on ESPN, and I had it on. I wasn't paying much attention, but I didn't get to the Jacare fight. I don't know.
Yeah, it was good. It's just one of those situations where it's just like, great fight. Jacare just trying to one punch him. He's working him in the body, but this young boy, he's number 10 ranked. Why am I forgetting his name right now? But he really did good, man. Great jits, had great combinations, kept the pressure, kept the pace. Really good fight. And I think the other boy won, the football player. What's his name? Hardy. He was in there. He won. And that was it. Hold on a second. I think Sav muted. I ain't hear nobody.
His mic fell straight off the planet.
His mic.
His joint is muted right there.
Yeah, he muted it. So he jumped out the bushes. But anyway, so hopefully Sav will come back. But yeah, that was that. As far as gaming, it's been that Mortal Kombat 11 all day. We'll get into that later.
How about now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You back.
Very
and then, I was gonna say, as far as DaysGone, I got GameStop, man. I got a beef with y'all, man. Like, they got this promotion where you do the physical, I believe it's like 48 hours. Yeah. You get it from purchase. So I'm like, all right, I'll pick it up. And what ends up happening is, I go in there and I'm like, yeah, I'm ready, get my physical, get my 48 hours of play, DaysGone, let's go. So they was like, yeah. So I don't know what made me ask. I was like, yo, so is it from the date I purchased, right? And then 48 hours, and then I get a chance to blaze out and then return if I want. Because I thought the promotion was really cool. So they was like, let me check with my manager. So the guy goes to the back, and then he's like, yeah, it's actually from the date it actually came out, not from the date when you purchased. So if you pick it up on a Saturday, you kindly have to return it tomorrow. I was like, what? yeah.
So that it only applies from. So if you pick it up the following week, none of those things apply.
Shout out to GameStop with the finesse.
I could have sworn. Yeah, I could have sworn.
What it is they're going to get a bunch of people that don't ask.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, they're expecting you on launch day, right, to beat it. So if you miss launch day, your 48-hour clock has already started. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
shop at GameStop, Papa Doc.
No, that was actually one of my first jobs, was working at GameStop. So I was running the finesse.
I was running the finesse. We got 4 days here. Be respectful.
You know what, man? You know what? GameStop is like a big toy store right now, and ever since I got my Nintendo Switch console, I've been on the all digital wave.
They did a regular at the show just for that.
Yeah. That's a fact. Lock me in. But yeah, no, I mean, I've been doing the all digital thing ever since I got the Switch. That was kind of my test run. And then every time I have to go into a GameStop, I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
Why is it such a and I know that, everybody goes in there for different reasons. I mean, you might want games, you might want statues, you might just want to you might want to go in there and have some sort of intelligent conversation with somebody who, if you got I have a favorite Dunkin' Donuts employee who knows my coffee order, which is not easy because it was not hard because it's just a large black cold brew every single time. It's not hard, but like, you know, if you go in there to see a specific person, you know, I think
you have that relationship.
Yeah. And that's cool. But like GameStop, I know, I mean, having been on the other side of the counter, I know it's tough for them too, because of the way they have to push things. And I mean, those stores were a mess, man. Every time I go into a GameStop, there's stuff all over the floors. It looks like somebody just knocked over a rack of Funko Pops. I'm tripping over kids, and I try to avoid it. The last time I bought a physical game was Red Dead Redemption 2, and I went to a Best Buy. I was in and out in 2 seconds, and that was pretty much all I needed.
Yeah, no, hey man, I think I'm in the same boat as you, Lord Dom, because like you say, if it's not for that favorite employee that you have that relation with, I went completely digital. You know what I mean? So even the whole the whole thing about a midnight release, there's no need for me because I'm doing everything from the convenience of my home. Yep. So it's just like, it's interesting because they're gonna have to definitely go through a transition. But I thought the promotion, I was like, oh, this is a cool way to get people to get physical. Because I'm like, oh, they letting you rock 48 hours and then you can bring it back and get full credit and do what you want after you blaze it. And especially for single player games, I'm like, oh, this might be my new finesse.
Is that new? I didn't even know that they could do that.
Yes, I've never seen this promotion. It was strictly for Days Gone. Shout out to the cops that's going by. But strictly for Days Gone. And it was like, hey, if you purchase, you know what I'm saying, you have 48 hours to play it, do what you want, return it, you know what I'm saying? And then at that point you get full credit for the game. So yeah, it's a shame. Just wish that they would apply it.
It's funny as hell because he was planning his finesse, y'all. Yeah. Like he hit me up, he was like, yo, I got 48 hours. I'm gonna knock it out, and I'm gonna throw it right back at him. I'm gonna get my money and I'm gonna go re-up and do something else. I was sitting here like, that don't sound like the GameStop I know. But then the funny part about it is that sounds exactly like that PlayStation when y'all gonna try to go in there and put your old disc in there. That is going to say $4.95.
Slander. Anyway,
yeah. I'm reading up on it now, and that's pretty crazy with the returns within 2 days of release. Days Gone, the only eligible game for now, but and that's kind of like, I mean, I guess for Days Gone, I don't know how long the game is. I haven't read many great things about it, but I didn't see anything about the longevity one way or the other. And I mean, for your games that I don't know, Uncharted 4, I didn't get a chance to play yet. But I don't know if that game's any longer than 12 hours for its main story or anything like that. So you could burn through that. It's a nice $63.74 with Massachusetts state tax anyway that you don't have to spend, which is nice.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, man. Yeah, so that's pretty much been it for me. So now that the Lords have gotten into what they've been playing, I want to start briefly. I know he doesn't have a lot of time, but we got to do a little history with Lord Dom. Video game system history, what led him to create another gaming podcast, and his journey as our favorite journalist on wickedgoodgaming.com. So Lord Dom, let's start from the beginning, man. What's some of the first video game systems you had? What got you to do it?
So I grew up with, thank you. And I grew up with Super Nintendo. I was always the Nintendo kid in school. People are talking about Grand Theft Auto. I'm like, man, you guys don't have that Luigi's Mansion. Stop playing with me.
Let's go.
Stop playing with me. I don't need Andreas. I don't need San Andreas. Come on. You want to talk about you want to talk about an open world game? Let's talk about Delfino Plaza and Super Mario Sunshine. Stop playing with me.
They don't know about that life, dog.
You don't know about that at all.
That's false. No. I definitely know about that life.
Oh, you like now Lord Addict is coming around on you.
Yeah. No, so I was I would go and I would walk over to my buddy's house growing up and play like PS2 if I wanted to kind of get some experience. I was like, man, Need for Speed Underground, this game is dope. And I grew up with Nintendo stuff. I mean, I had a Sega Genesis and a Super Nintendo. It was my Game Boys, all of that. So I always had Nintendo. I think I've only ever missed the Wii U. Was the only Nintendo console I haven't owned.
Smart man, good avoid.
Yep. And I was just like, I don't think there's anything for the Wii U. And I was like, oh, Smash is coming. Oh, it's coming for the DS. All right, I'll grab it for the DS.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I've always been a big Nintendo guy. Xbox is my main, now current gen platform. So I had the
King is pleased.
Yep.
Shout out to Phil Dominus.
So Yeah, I mean, I had the original Xbox, the 360, all that, because I was like, damn, they got like a GameCube broadband adapter. I'm gonna need something that can actually play online games because Halo 2 came out, and that was a game changer for me. So, yeah. And so mainly, I mean, I'm a big RPG guy. I kind of have a little common bond with Sovereign, with playing the single player stuff, playing the RPGs, the in depth. Drop 4,000 hours into this. Don't talk to anybody for a week.
Yep, that's off. That's off.
Yep. So I've been known to like drop off the face of the earth for a little while when I get into it.
What's it? Fred Lee Bender? He's going in on you. He said, "Xbox, I can't take you serious anymore."
Oh man, yeah. Don't get me started with that, man. I have to get a whole. I need like a nice, comprehensive, easy to use user interface. And every time the PS3 killed it for me. I was like, I can't play another game like this. Why does this have the same interface as the PSP, man? Why are we doing this? Wow. Why are we doing this?
That's what I'm talking about. This is why we mess with them.
Out of control.
See? And I mean, PlayStation's great. I mean, they have some of the best single player games out right now, and I can't wait to. One of my buddies is going on vacation. I'm gonna just have to borrow his PS4 and like burn through Spider-Man and God of War and Uncharted 4. Not Another Gaming Podcast. The way we started it is so we're three hometown buddies, all from Boston, obviously. Three hometown buddies. We grew up roasting each other and just being like-minded individuals. We all play the same stuff. Chris and Dr. Bob are more of the PC side of the house, so they do a lot of Counter-Strike. They do a lot of competitive games. Bob is the type of person that like he'll pick something up and he'll be like the best person I know at the game within like a week.
So Bob get busy.
Yeah, he puts his money where his mouth is, man. I got to tell you, like we have like a running joke. It's not even a joke because it's serious that I've never beaten Bob in Hearthstone. I'm a big Hearthstone guy myself. And I literally, we were on our way back from DreamHack Montreal, which is a esports competition. They had StarCraft, Hearthstone, CSGO. They had Smash tournaments, the whole thing. And on the way back, he had never played Hearthstone. We watched the finale. Then he goes, man, I'm going to download that as soon as we get back to the hotel. And then he was whooping my ass up and down Hearthstone like 15 minutes later. And I was like, oh my God, now I got to hear it from him. So
he did lose a bet to you recently, though.
He did lose a bet.
Toes on the screen. I was like, oh man, this poor man, what's going on out here?
Yeah. So I don't even know how the joke started. Steve is in the chat right now too, and he's from he's a regular for Not Another Gaming Podcast. We love Steve, and he has probably bore witness to this. I don't even know how the joke got started about that we were going to sell his feet pictures on Patreon, and so I don't know. I don't even know how it started, and we
he lost.
Made a bet. We made a bet that episode 1 of the new season of Game of Thrones would have Clegane Bowl.
Clegane Bowl bet, yeah.
Clegane Bowl. And I said I would wear a t-shirt on stream that said, I have never beaten Dr. Bob in Hearthstone if I lost, which I didn't. And so he sat with his feet up.
Yes, the whole.
Oh my God. I was like,
yo, wow. Like they take all bets. Like how about how
we had this carry on his back?
Yeah, they cut from all cloth, man. Like King, we would have you do in back. That's where bend the knee kind of came from. Like that's the evolution. You know what I'm saying? We cleaned it up for TV.
Oh, but the way that y'all are, like I had my cousin walk down the block butt naked. That joint was legit. Like,
it's real. It's real. And he was a man of his word. He's a man of his word. So he was like, I'm all right. And he takes his shoes off and he just like, oh my God. And I was like, all right, we're going to get like perma-banned from Twitch and TOS. So you might as well just take those puppies off the screen.
No doubt. So that's how I got it. Good, continue.
Yeah. But to keep it short, with 3 hometown buddies, we kind of grew up playing around along a lot of the same games, talking the same talk. And we just kind of came around one day and we're like, hey, we should start like a website or something. I don't know. Like, let's just kind of see what happens. My idea was the website. And then Bob had said too, he's like, man, we should do a podcast. So we started the foundation with the website back in 2016. And then, 1, 2, skip a few, Not Another Gaming Podcast. Now one of the top trending gaming podcasts on Spotify, which is great. Really happy about that. And, we just, it's a passion project. And if it ever blows up and we can get some gold plated jet skis and ride off into the sunset, I'd be pretty happy about that. But otherwise it's just cool to like talk about games with your boys once a week and just something to do. So
absolutely, man. Yo, much respect, man. Hit it off with you guys immediately. We was out there at PAX East, and it was just kind of fun, like King said, like seeing a reflection of yourself. That whole thing, kind of where the Lords came together as far as just gaming with your buddies, talking that talk.
Yeah,
good to see, man. Good to see.
And it was in the VIP area with us eating shrimp and stuff.
Yeah, do remember, I got my VIP badge somewhere over here.
Yeah, that's with the clue. Do remember?
That's right. Yo,
do remember
clue. Yo, and the free drinks. Because what was the name of the drink that we had?
That drink we had was lit.
Yeah, we was tearing it up until they came in they let the regular Joes in, and then we had to start paying for drinks.
Did you see there was a dude that got punched outside the party too? Did you see that?
No, why? What happened? It was a PlayStation.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, he was like, I love the Nintendo Switch, and someone decked him right outside. They were like, the dude just ran off.
Got snuffed out front the club.
Yeah.
He said, I'm telling you right now, we can do 1080p. And one dude just yelled, I'm tired of these lies.
What? Like, I didn't see which way he went. I think he had a beard. I'm not sure, but no, I mean, we were watching it. It was actually kind of a shame because the kid was like minding his own business, and then randomly, and somebody was Twitch. This was like 1080p, 4K, 60 frames per second. Dude got clocked and left on the sidewalk, and I was like, oh my god, I hope he's okay.
He got stretched in the club.
Yeah, it was wild. I don't know. The dude was like, I think they ended up catching up to the guy, and he got some retaliation, which is good because you can't be doing that. Yeah, but.
Boston life for you,
yo. Boston
life, baby.
I know. That's why I'm glad that we weren't there to see that because I've already seen like Rob get aggressive before. I don't want to see him have to throw somebody through a fucking window.
Rob is me.
Yeah, exactly. We were at an after party for PAX 2 years ago, and there was a dude who was talking so much crap about beer pong, and there was beer pong at this after party, and he was like, man, I don't lose in beer pong. And then Rob was like, his eyes, like his pupils of his eyes, like went to like pinpricks like this, like he was like a cat's eyes, and he was like, are you kidding me? And then all of a sudden dude came back, and Rob smoked their boots in beer pong, and he got in the kid's face, and he was like, I don't lose. And I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that's why those two, that's literally king stuff right there. Yep. I already know.
Yeah, I miss my boy. I swear he got to get on the show.
Yeah, he got to get on, man. We bringing y'all back. He got to get on.
When he said the joke, you was today. I swear. Like normally he had to call me in the morning. He had to text me this morning, and it was a random little text, and I knew he thought he wasn't gonna get a reaction. I was already up, brother. I was already showered and shaved.
Yeah, he was ready to go.
See, y'all see the glistening? I put the Just for Men in. Y'all see
really?
Got really glistening, baby.
Yo, the wicked good gaming, man. Not another game. Yo, tremendous, man. Yo, real quick, we got to do this before we get you out of your personal segment. Is that we do this for all the guests, but top 5 video games or franchises of all time.
Whew.
No pressure, no pressure.
I should have been ready, man. I should have been ready for this. Okay. No particular order. So this is probably the one that, and if you guys appreciate this game, then I know that this is how we're like cloned. Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars for Super Nintendo. I always keep a copy of it at arm's length. There's one literally right over there, buried in boxes, but the Super Nintendo's right there in case I even need to blow the dust off it and play it. Yeah, Super Mario RPG is my favorite of all time. Nice. First game that I ever beat like to completion, and I think I was probably like, I don't know, 10, I'm not even like maybe 8 or something like that when I first beat it, and I like was so confused that it was over, and I didn't get that you could just beat the game. Yeah. I was just like, man.
He's like, what happened now?
Yeah, I think so Mario RPG, Mass Effect 2.
Oh my man. We talked about that actually.
We did.
We talked about that.
Because that was when we hugged because I was like, man, Morden Solus, like one time for Morden. I poured some out for Morden.
Yes, took a drink that. Shout out to salute the thing. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the homies.
Oh man, I'm gonna start getting choked up again.
Suicide Mission, let's go.
Oh man. So Mass Effect 2, Mario RPG. Let's say, I mean, I have to throw a Legend of Zelda game in there. So let's just say Zelda, like in general. Yeah, like the whole franchise. Okay. We'll just throw the whole thing in there. I could say Ocarina of Time, but I feel like that's kind of cliche.
Besides Skyward Sword.
Yes.
I never finished it.
Skyward Sword is the greatest.
Oh my God, they're gonna have a Skyward Sword.
No, that game is trash.
Yeah, listen,
You didn't get a chance to be Addict though.
I said it to mess with Addict.
Yeah.
I love the game anyway. I swear I do. It's like one of my best Zelda games, and he can throw himself in the bushes for that.
I'll happily go to the bushes if that's not there.
So Zelda franchise 3.
Zelda, yeah, that's 3. Let's see. The 4th one, I mean, I'll have to give it to, I guess, like, I want to say like Halo 2 or 3. I want to say like maybe Halo 3. I've had the most, probably like most online played time ever for like Halo 2 or 3.
Beautiful.
And I think the 5th one, honestly, is NBA Jam Tournament Edition.
Salute that man. He's on fire. He's heating up. He's heating up.
God. Get me in front of John Stockton. Get me in front of John Stockton and Karl Malone. And I'll put the house on it. And they had NBA Jam at PAX. I don't know if you guys were at the if you walked by the New Balance booth.
Yes.
So I sat down on the couch. I was like, man, this is like real comfortable. And the guy was like, oh, do you play or you know how to play NBA Jam? And I was like, man, pick up that controller. Come on.
NBA Jam. Who makes NBA Jam?
That was Acclaim.
Back in the right,
Dummy.
That was Acclaim back Midway.
Activision. It's Activision.
Right.
It's Activision.
Well, you're right. Originally, it was
guessed
Midway,
like 3 different developers, and then honorable mention World of Warcraft because I've been playing World of Warcraft for like since launch.
Yeah, that's a go. That's a go.
Since launch, so.
That hard body.
Yeah.
Yes, I cut you off. So I'm sorry.
No. I'm just saying. Originally, it was Midway, and then Acclaim made the home version. And then
you
remember Acclaim?
And here goes NBA Jam.
I like Hang Time.
They go to NBA Jam right there. Get that.
No, we're not going to get sued, sir. We're fine. We can't.
See, but I'm only going to give you 25%. So you
okay, cool.
Baby.
That's the stipulation. 25% of the screen.
Yeah, 25% of the screen. That's
25%, baby.
Shout out to Yvette. He's like from downtown. Yo,
love those games.
I love those games. Those are classics, man. Yo, tremendous 5, man. I love that 5. That was lit, man. Absolutely.
Trying to like keep it. Yeah, I'm like I feel like every time I switch out like 4 or 5 every time with like something else. Also, and like maybe we can touch on this later because I know you guys have an itinerary, but I didn't know you guys were big battle rap fans as well, and I happen to be as well. So we can touch on that if you want. Yeah,
we got back to a battle rap podcast one time. Okay.
Yo, I told you.
This is our brother from the mother.
Y'all not getting it. Y'all gonna get it by the end of the show. Who this dude is? Like I'm really honestly telling you when we was talking. See, this is why Bob is necessary. Like he is necessary. When you see it, you're gonna be like, "Wow, they really."
Man, take him out to eat first. Like
it's the mirror match, man. It's the mirror match in Mortal Kombat when you see like, slightly different, but they're the same exact person.
Facts.
I don't care what nobody say. I'm a rep Bob.
Exactly.
Dom, can you hear me? No, he can't.
No, he can't. Yeah,
I think you guys let him know.
Yeah,
I think
I'm sorry, I can't hear Smile. I don't know what. Every time I like refresh it, it's a different person that sounds muted, so I have no idea.
I'm going on Hangouts and Dom. It's weird. That sucks. Yeah. Maybe one more time.
Click the arrow button on Sovereign.
Yeah,
and unmute him.
No, I haven't. I like muted him before, and then
I tried to unmute him.
What?
Now unmute
him. See if it works.
I can't. It says muted permanently. I think he
muted himself on my joint.
Whoa!
No, when I was muted before,
that's crazy. But let me try. Give me one.
Yeah, we figured out a little technical difficulties, Lord.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to. I'm using it on a different browser. I'm gonna try to like reopen Chrome real quick.
Yeah, hold on, Chrome. It might be a Chrome issue, man. We'll hold it down for you.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah,
no doubt. All right, man. So we gonna get on with the joint when Lord Dom, the legend, comes back. Last week's poll results are in, and the people have spoken to the question with the recent announcement reveal of the initial PS5 specs by Mark Cerny. Which feature has you most excited about the next generation PlayStation console? The winner at 42% in a fairly close 4-way ILP vote is the SSD. Fastest load time group. Coming in at second at 27% was backward compatibility for that amazing PS4 library. And a razor close third place at 25% was you frauding with 8K, and most of y'all don't have 4K.
That should have been number one.
King category.
It was rocking
number one because all you did it. I know all you PlayStation fans in here is fronting. And if you do got a 4K, you got that TCL.
Oh, wow. TCL, David. The disrespect to the TCL.
Whatever.
Oh, man. Lord Dommy in the building. What's up, sir?
I think I got everybody. Yes.
Talk.
Yep.
Yeah, hopefully it's Chrome wanting us to use their software. I think that's
right.
Would it be? So that was and coming out. So at third place was the frauding group. Fraud with 8K. Most guys don't have 4K. And then last place at only 6% was the 8K for that glorious PS5 resolution group. Salute to all the 200 lords that got into the poll. So, Lord Sav, what do you think about this, sir?
Listen, I have a few things to say about, especially with some Xbox leaks and specifically pointing to the hard drive that is being talked about. So, again, I think the only thing in that PS5 announcement that seem feasible at the moment that is exciting is that hard drive and how they choose to use that, just because again these games are getting bigger and bigger, these worlds are getting bigger and bigger. Anything that gets us to gameplay faster I think is fantastic, especially if it's ingrained into like the metal of the system, and I think Xbox is going the same route. So I think that's exciting because that's something I think that's tangible that we can see immediately.
No doubt.
Everything else I don't know, we'll see.
All right, no doubt. So we're gonna get into these topics. So I'm actually gonna start off a little different because Sav and Attic have a combo kind of a topic, in my opinion. So I want to combine y'all if y'all want. So Sav, we've got some Scarlett stuff going on, and Attic, we've got some leaks, correct?
Okay, so we're gonna do it that way. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So let's get this popping. Sav, you start off, and then we'll get Attic in as far as what's going on.
Okay, so I'll start off with our friend Clobril's Xbox Scarlett leak. So in sort of light of the PS5 announcement by Wired and Mark Cerny and what they talked about and got people excited on the same day that what you would call the Xbox show came out and talked about the Sade and just didn't sound great. So a little bit after that, Clobril came up and posted basically kind of like a chart indicating some leaks about stuff that we assumed about Xbox Scarlett and how Microsoft is going to approach launching into the next gen. So what he did was posted sort of like a kind of like it looked like a presentation type thing where he didn't actually post the document that he got, but what he did was take the information from it, including what was blocked out, and made like a chart to make it sort of easy to see. Right. So at the top, the Scarlett is basically when you say Xbox Scarlett, it's talking about the two SKUs that Microsoft is planning to use into the next gen. So you talk about Lockhart and he talks about Anaconda. So when they talk about Lockhart, they talk about this is going to be the value next gen system, the bottom of the lowest price for next gen, as they call it.
Right. We got it up on the screen, y'all. Check
it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so they, just like the PlayStation, they didn't talk about specifics about the CPU or the GPU or even the memory. The only thing that they did leave unblocked out was the fact that they're using a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD, which is again pointing to the same things that the PlayStation was talking about in terms of speedier load times and things of that nature. It doesn't say anything specific about how it's going to be utilized, but it's heartening to know that they at least are going that route as well. Okay. Another interesting thing is that they left unblocked is ray tracing. So the ray tracing is going to be there in some way, shape, or form. Again, as we saw with the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, they gave us different options for running things at different resolutions, different frame rates. I just see this as being something that's available in the next gen, giving us even another tier that we can decide to pick. Again, ray tracing is very, very process intensive. If it's not built into the metal of the system and it's just a software solution, it's going to be very hard to get that running well at a resolution that we're accustomed to at this point. I can very easily see it running at 30 frames per second, maybe at 720p or something like that, with all ray tracing effects on, and that would be pretty, but it's still 720p.
I need to address something in the chat.
Oh man, what's going on?
I don't really read you unless you put money up.
What happened?
I'm gonna read you right now, LordCognito fan 15.
I got a fan?
Yeah.
Hell no, that is not his name.
His name is LordCognito fan 15.
Look that man.
Sound like that means there's a whole bunch of LordCognito fans out there. But let me tell you something. He said, I hate that there will be two next gen consoles, Xbox next gen consoles. All right. don't purchase none of them. Go get the PlayStation, right? The PlayStation will give you one SKU, and they're gonna tell you how to do you. They're gonna tell you how to spend your money. They're gonna dictate to you what's right, and you just go that way. So don't sit there and say you don't want a diverse way.
I don't want choice. I don't want choice.
At least
salute that man, LordCognito fan 15.
At least you have a fan. I have someone. What's funny is I have someone that made a gaming addict Twitter, and they literally do the exact opposite. I
completely slander. That man made the power choice. He knows what he's talking about. We
literally his name is Gaming Addict and everything. So every time I see him post on something, I always have that gift that's like the what gift, and it's like, oh, look at this fraud fake over here.
Nah. We ain't gonna do that in here, man. That man, he made the right choice in life. We gotta respect him. He's on the right path, man. I made it, baby. I made it.
I want to time him out just for boosting your ego.
LordCognito fan 1510, my guy.
And he's giving out bad information. You got to talk to your troops, and you got to get your troops in line with your
LordCognito fan 1510 coming in hot. Let's go.
Let's
go.
You spotlighted him, King. That was your fault.
I had to. Anytime somebody talks complete nonsense, I gotta shout him out.
Moving along.
So then, so that backwards compatibility, another thing that was blacked out, so we don't know details about that. So for the Anaconda, is basically the same thing, just indicating that the NVMe SSD is going to be in there, ray tracing, back compat. They also speak about the Dante, which is the dev kit code name. And the interesting thing about the dev kit is that usually the dev kit's considerably more powerful than your top of the line system, whatever the actual hardware is going to be. It's more powerful.
Right.
And they indicated that it's the same exact specs as the Anaconda. So that's a little weird to me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of heartening. Like, really, they didn't feel like they had to make it more powerful because the Anaconda is maybe that powerful.
Right.
And then the wording in this little in this release also is cool in that it still has, you know, the Anaconda as the undisputed performance leader. There's no wavering in that. Like, so
the marketing is one is the best value, the other one is the performance.
And one is the best value. And again, I said, the fact that Lockhart, those specs on that Lockhart is going to be, to me, the most important part of how they're perceived in relation to Sony starting the next gen. I don't think Anaconda is going to be something else. I think that Lockhart, the bulk of people are looking at that.
Right. All right, let's get Lord Dommy. I know time's limited, so we got to get him as much as possible.
Yeah,
Lord Dommy, man. Now with that first rumor out between, you know, obviously the rumored Lockhart and Anaconda specs, any feelings either way about these initial rumors?
Yeah, I think, and you know, I'm waiting on Chris P to get to my house. So I mean, honestly, I'm gonna just kick it for as long as I possibly can. And I do respect the Kevin Durant burner accounts in the chat as well.
Yo, I got fans. Why nobody can accept that I got fans? Man?
Kevin Durant burner accounts.
They're trying to slander your name.
I'm out here promoting fraud.
Like, yeah, said, man, the Clippers never had a chance. Warriors fan 35. So I guess honestly, for me, and like the buzzwords don't do anything for me. Like for the PS5, especially with like ray tracing, 400K, 8,000 frames per second. Like that's just a crock. That's a whole lot of crap to me, man. That's a crock. I honestly, like, I just want to see how it plays. Like, show me something real. Show me something tangible. You know, I've been a fan of Xbox, like the whole Xbox ecosystem for a very long time. And honestly, the only thing that really matters to me is going to be how it feels and how it plays. Like, I don't really care. Cause I mean, if I have to go out and buy a whole new TV, I'm going to be horseshit about that. I'm going to be real mad. But I mean, I've got a 4K TV in my living room, so hopefully you could just play it. I don't want to have to buy new tech, like any other new technology. I just want to get a console that feels great. Whatever the definitive experience for Halo Infinite is the next console that I am buying. And
you're looking at that Anaconda. So you're looking
exactly. I might have to do that. I got, like, you know, I've got a different financial situation than when I did the last time I purchased a console. So but yeah, I mean, the two SKUs, about the two SKU situation, I do not mind that at all. Let people pay for exactly what King was saying. Like, let people pay for what they want. And you know what? If you want a souped up console, if they gave you Xbox One S and Xbox One X at launch, I'm sure it would be 50-50. I probably would have bought the S because my TV wasn't like up to snuff, and I wouldn't have cared. Same thing when they had like the Xbox 360 Elite and like basic packages. You know, if you want to pay for the top tier storage and whatever, like that's totally fine. But yeah, I mean, whatever. Like, who cares? I mean, I think we're one step closer to just everybody having a PC in their living room. You know, and Valve tried it. They thought that they would have had the answer to everything, but
it was almost there, baby.
He was so close. He was like, oh, we almost had it. But no, I think it's exciting. I think it's an exciting. Yeah, it's a whoop, whoop, yeah. But I think it's an exciting time to be in the gaming sphere, no matter where you are. So, you know, whether you're entry level and you're just kind of getting, you know, with like an Xbox One or a PS4 with your first console, or you've been playing hardcore games your entire life and you just want something new, I just think you can't lose. Like, the fans are going to win. It's going to be 3-0, the fans win everything. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited just to see what comes next. And hopefully, you know, steel sharpens steel. So hopefully with the PS5 and the Xboxes, hopefully they just make a better experience for whoever goes whatever way.
Oh, brother, man. And at the end of the day, the consumers win, right? As a result of that competition. So Lord Addict, man, what do you think about that? Those Anaconda, Scarlett Lockheart rumors that we've heard so far, man?
I don't care. just give me the finished product. I don't care about any of that.
About the NVE SSD?
I don't care about none of that.
He's our resident tech specialist, Lord Addict.
I don't care about none of that. Just give me the finished product.
Switches, man.
He went Frogs, man. Frogs is like, yo, once they start talking about the game.
As long as it doesn't look like that Mortal Kombat on the Switch, I'm fine.
Oh wow. Landed. Lord King, your feeling, sir.
I feel it's the same thing as the PlayStation 5 information. Bushes.
Like,
it's not
from the mighty Crow Braille.
Yo, listen, I don't care. It's people looking for likes and clicks and stuff. So it's nice that he put that out there. And you know, I feel that we're at a day and age where your fanboy is going to force you to do fanboy things. I thought that was a fanboy thing to do, the same way them leaking out that fake information from Mark Cerny. Now, when I'm saying fake information, I'm not saying that what he was saying was fake. I believe that's 100% factual in his mind. He didn't give you his mind.
In his mind. He hasn't thrown that in there. In his mind.
You know what? He did that dart at him. He's a damn snake oil salesman. But I'm gonna tell you this: like, this is the dude. This is the bait and switch dude. This is the look this way and do something else the way type of dude. And that's nice. It's cool. That's his thing. I just want y'all to understand. He didn't tell you anything that you didn't know. So at the end of the day, what was he giving you the sleight of hand for? What was it for? Maybe it was for the information and all that stuff was going on at Xbox that day. But remember, they had the last of the year of the Xbox show. Listen, it was just really weird and how it was timed that information came out. Now, on the Xbox side, they was like, but let's keep it real. This is what we're doing over here. He put out his joint too and was like, but by the way, I want you to understand that no matter what you're going to do, you still will have less power. So it's just, you know, taking the narrative away from you guys running around here with your S on your chest. He ripped it off. He put kryptonite in your pocket. Now sit behind down. Your joint gonna be fast, but it can't do nothing else. It's just gonna be able to run around the block real quick. That's it.
All right, so we got that. I mean, listen, I'm kind of with you, King, in a way. Like it's too early to be talking this kind of stuff. You know, I mean, Global is respected. The specs seem very similar. So it's just like, I just want to see what the real differentiators are between Lockhart and Anaconda. Because based on that sheet, it was like one is value, one is thing, but it looks like Lockhart, because so much is redacted. Like it looks like Lockhart is right next to Anaconda. And I'm like, there's got to be the difference. And the other thing, Solve, is like the backward compatibility part. Like, is there going to be differences in backward compatibility?
Right. You wonder why is that blacked out?
Yeah, why would backward compatibility be listed on both systems? Right. As if there'd be some differentiator.
Going around, he get Thanos.
It was absolutely like it was the petty response that we were talking about last time. Like it was just, okay, we're doing apples for apples, oranges for oranges. You guys have this, just making sure you know we have this as well, right? And to me, that's just what it was. It doesn't need to be anything else, especially since we got no numbers on CPU or GPU, right?
Yeah.
This is nothing. It's a bunch of nothing. It's talking points for nothing. It's likes and clicks for nothing. That's all that
is. No doubt. Lord Attic, are we gonna get to the main event rumors?
Are you talking about this list?
The list.
Oh man, let's get to the main event. Let's pull this bad boy up right quick. Hold on. Let's see what's going on out here.
Look at this crazy list.
All right, I think I got it too. So we're gonna share this joint out. All right, so let me know y'all got that one. Right?
That looks insane.
Let's get to
it. And just to be clear, King, we're not putting this on a t-shirt. Right?
Yo, listen,
with fraudulent lists. This year,
you won't get me with this one, sir.
I'm gonna let you break it down, Lord Attic, man.
Come to think about it, Lord King David really did put that list on that shirt. Like, if you think about it, he ruined the shirt for a list. Like,
I can't front King. It was legendary, though. I gotta salute you, brother. Like, I was legendary what you did. He was like, "No, the list. I'm telling you, he was so about it." Let's get to it.
Don't forget that I took.
Yeah, I lost my knees. The Attic. I had to get my knees back.
All right. Cool. So, Attic, you want to go down this list?
All right. So what I want is I want a yay or a nay every time. Every time I say something and you think it's credible, a yay. Every time I say something you think that ain't happening, there's no way. I want it in the bushes. That's what I want. I want someone to
yay or in the bushes. We do it.
Okay. Gears 5. It's like Gears of War. It's Gears 5 gameplay.
Yay.
That's a yay. Okay. Gears Tactics trailer.
Yay.
Play Dead new IP.
Bushes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say yay.
Okay. Hold on. Play Dead. Wait, let's get this right. Play Dead. Is this Play Dead from Limbo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
That could literally be in an indie trailer.
Yeah, you know what? I actually yes.
Because they've been quiet since the what's the little game that I like, the little psycho little boy game where you do
inside.
Yes. So I'm gonna say yay. Okay.
Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Spring 2020 Game Pass.
Nay, fraudulence. Which is I don't know what is that.
What does that mean?
I think that's just saying the game's coming out in spring for Game Pass. I think that's
yeah.
I think that's a yay.
Okay.
Battletoads.
I say yay. I say that's a yay.
Look at Will all of a sudden now.
Borderlands 3.
Yay.
Brick.
Yay. Brink already came out. Was it like a Brink reboot?
Yeah, no, I don't need to see that. I feel the same way down.
Why did they bring that back?
I hope not.
Dino Crisis.
Yes. Yay.
Notice how we're almost in the middle of this list that everyone thinks.
I think that's
I'm gonna say bushes. Yeah, I'm gonna say bushes.
I say they showed Nemesis before they show this. If they're even doing this.
Dom, you with this though? Dom, you with it?
What's it? Dino Crisis?
Yeah. You think it's happening?
Dino Crisis happening, yeah.
What? I was in on this.
Yeah.
He's got
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes. Yay. Yeah,
because that's Respawn's one, right?
Yes.
And it said it's coming out this year.
The Fable reboots, remakes. I guess they're going to remake them all for the Xbox One.
I would love that. So yay.
Yay. I love that.
Aren't they all enhanced now though? Like
they're all in the 360.
So I think they're just enhanced. So I think I'm gonna go with the bushes.
I'm gonna go with the bushes.
Fable reboot trailer.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are they ready?
I need a bushes or a yay. I can't take an I don't know. We don't take IOUs in the realm, okay?
Bushes. Only because they tried to reboot it already. They had Fable Legends, and then I think that got bushed for real, right? Did that actually come out?
You hates you right now.
You took it away. I can't see it.
Oh, my fault. I thought you had it up too. My bad. I'll put it back. We could go back to the joint. That is too much, man. Oh man, it's all you now. Okay.
I vaulted for real. I'm gonna get another bit.
So Forza Horizon 4 DLC. I think this is in the bushes.
Yeah, but that's happening though. I think it's happening.
Sea of Thieves DLC.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When is Outer Worlds coming out though?
These are the
This
layups.
year. It's supposed to come out this year. New studio acquisition.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got 3. They got 3 that they're going to show you.
A new rare IP.
Wait, you skipped one. What's that?
Bleeding Edge.
Bleeding Edge. That's the new Ninja Theory game. That's supposedly what it's called.
Oh, that's the 4-player co-op.
Yeah.
one?
Yeah, that's what people.
He was telling you that. It was like,
I like that name though.
All right.
Yeah, you gonna be the bleeding edge when you get the game.
Yeah. Yay. I would say that, I think the samurai aesthetic shit is like hot right now. So I think that's definitely happening.
The new rare IP.
I'm gonna say name.
Bushes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Bushes.
Dead
Rising 5. That caught me off guard.
They killed Dead Rising.
Yeah, Bushes.
Well, they said they killed it after 4 too.
Yeah.
Where you at with that?
Bushes. After they let PlayStation play around with it, it's definitely in the bushes.
Yeah, I think it's in the bushes too. Dead Rising 5. Not Dead Rising 5. Record 2 trailer.
Yeah,
I'm saying yay. I'm saying yay.
I want it. I want that game.
I would say yay, only because I think what's actually selling me on it is that it's like Game Pass, straight to Game Pass. I think I wouldn't be surprised.
The reason I think it's coming out is because it's following the same path that Ori did. It got its own definitive edition, and then they announced it. So I feel like you're not gonna give something a definitive edition if you have no faith in the franchise.
When did it come out? When did Record come out?
It's been a while, like 2016.
Has it been 2 years?
Yeah,
definitely been at least
3. Yeah, they could be ready for a trailer. Yeah, it's a trailer.
Cyberpunk 2077.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
then this is retarded. New CD Projekt Red game.
The bushes beyond the bushes. Burn the bushes.
Age of Empires 4.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say I think that might be at the
bushes. Yeah, that's going to be too boring for an E3 reveal. I think they're going to probably try to keep the pace up.
They'll do the PC gaming.
Halo Infinite.
Go back over that Splinter Cell, fam.
No, I said Splinter Cell.
Yeah.
That's a yay.
Yeah, I feel like it. Okay, go ahead.
Halo Infinite.
Yay. Easy layup.
Xbox Scarlett TV.
Nay.
I'm gonna say yay.
I'm saying yay.
Totally. Why you say no? Why you say no?
I don't know. I just feel like, even though, I mean, when you think about it, I mean, Xbox One's been out for so long. I don't think, I'll say this. I will say nay conditionally if we actually see a PS5 at E3. I think
but they're not going to be
last minute. Sony's not going to be there
in any capacity.
Well, no, if because Sony's doing their own thing. They're doing their own.
No, they're not.
Really?
Well, they haven't specifically said they're doing anything.
No, they said they're not doing anything that week.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lie.
They said that. They said they have no plans for anything around E3.
Depending on how hot that heat get. How hot that heat get, make a dude jump out the window.
They'll have something. They're gonna have something in the chamber.
I'll say yay to the teaser.
I think that they would do a YouTube drop, but as far as like a conference or any kind of show, they're not doing
nothing like that. I mean, they'll drop a Last of Us release date or something like that, like we talked about before. But
yeah, I think we're gonna get like a Scorpio trailer
and
where they say it's a beast.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, if they show the Xbox, you best believe PlayStation 5 gonna show a little skin. You know it's gonna come out.
And I want you guys to realize and take in that everyone agreed to over half on this list.
More about 75%.
T-shirt made and vouching for it. I'm gonna tell you that. I lost my knees one time.
Yeah, but you know what, Attic, you may be right, man.
There isn't too much on this list that's just outlandish. Like it's just not.
Yeah, not at all.
That seems like a legit leak. Mm-hmm. Like it does. Like there's a couple of things on there that's iffy. But the fact that one of the things that I saw that I was like, okay, that's weird that I would see, and that was the what's that game? That was CD Projekt Red new IP. Like, why would you put that on a list?
Yeah,
it could be something as small as like a cell phone game that's coming out with the actual game, but it's like, why would you put that on a list?
You know what though? Like, think about when they do. It sounds far-fetched, but think about when they actually announced Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
Witcher 3 wasn't out yet.
Wait, so
Witcher 3 wasn't out yet when they actually announced Cyberpunk that they were working on Cyberpunk.
But there's a difference between working on it and showing a trailer.
Right. I mean, but it's in the leak, it says like a teaser or some sort of teaser or something like that for the new. And that's what they did. That's what I'm saying. It was a trailer. It was some CG thing. I forgot there was a girl in it, and they just said Cyberpunk 27. It wasn't a big thing, but this was something they announced years ago. Okay. So it's feasible. I don't see why they would. Why would you try to take away any sort of shine from Cyberpunk, being that it's not even out at that point yet? Yeah. So it doesn't make sense, but there's precedent though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it to you, Dom, right after this. I think after seeing this list, it's hurt me back because I'm like, yo, this list is low key conservative, like in the sense that a lot of things are kind of expected. Not saying that they're all going to happen at the same time, but majority of it for me didn't feel out of the realm of possibility outside of maybe 2 things where I'm like, okay, that's not happening. But like 75%, I was kind of in.
Even the stuff that I'm confident it's not going to happen, I could see happening. Besides that Cyberpunk stuff, I don't see that happening at all.
Let's get down on it, man.
I think, I mean, the Project Red thing is kind of throwing me off. I think if absolutely anything, we'll get a kind of like a tease, like with Starfield, how we had from Bethesda, how it was just like a black screen and just Starfield, and it was like, and that's all you get for now. So
get that JPEG.
I think we're going to get more than that because they've already starting to show giant portions of gameplay on this game. So,
well, no, I mean for Cyberpunk, we'll see that, but I think for the new IP tease, we might see. Maybe something. I don't know. Maybe we will. But then again, CD Projekt Red strikes me as a type of studio that just works on one thing at once. And I don't know. You're right. Yeah, I don't know why they would want to detract from any of the attention on.
I think whatever this IP is, it's going to be related to Cyberpunk. It's going to be like a cell phone game, kind of like Fallout Shelter.
Yo, they going in to Daniel B. This list is an L. The geeky nerd. This list could be an L. Your competition ain't there. You got to go hard. And they going in on that.
I think that's hard. If that list is true, what else do you? That's like what 3 new IPs on that list. Like what else do you want?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, when I first can you pull the list back up again?
Sure, no problem. Give me a second. Let's pull it.
Like that is a good list. If everything on that comes to true, I would be happy with an E3.
You'd be happy with that?
We'll be happy with E3, but I want a better list than that. That list,
what else do you want, though? Tell me what else you
that
want.
List is not sparking no flame.
Tell me what would make that list more appeling to you.
Anything but that list. That list.
But you can't give a blank statement like that. I need to know if you're.
Let me get you. I'm gonna give you what I want. I'm gonna give you what I need. Every last studio on Microsoft or Just Acquired show some games. Every last studio. That's what I want. I want to see games.
I would say if the Splinter Cell reboot is an Xbox exclusive, that would be a haymaker. I think that would be a haymaker. I don't think that'll happen.
I don't think it'll happen.
No.
I doubt it. But
you guys got to think in one E3 showing, you're going to get a Fable announcement. If this is true, you're going to get the Ninja Theory and a Recore 2, and you're going to get
it all leans towards you,
and you're going to get a new. But my thing is, you're having 3 of the studios announce a new IP, and that's not good enough.
I think that's strong.
Like, what else could you possibly ask for right now? And not to mention, Outer Wars is probably the first time you're going to see actual gameplay.
Not going to be a megaton. That's like a megaton.
Like, this is literally one of the best lists that you could possibly have.
It's nice. I like it. I ain't
getting. But you got to tell me what you want. You can't make statements like that.
I don't know what's going to knock my socks off.
So you don't know what's going to knock your socks off, but you want to say statements like this wouldn't knock your socks off. So if you don't know, how do you know this would knock your socks off?
I don't want this predictable list. That was
That's why Tony took you off the PR list. That's why Tony took you off the PR list.
This is how it is. You saw Fable. You don't care really.
It's not just Fable. There's plenty of stuff on here. I mean, if you look at it from a third party standpoint, you're having Splinter Cell being put up on the shelf, like.
Yeah, pour drip.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, put syrup on that. That's great. But you on that list, you don't care. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You don't care really for nothing. As long as they showed that Fable.
Someone over here in this chat. Why don't you guys tell me what would make it? How is this a safe list?
No,
like People say they want new IPs.
They said this is safe.
They want new IPs.
They
show new IPs.
The list is boring.
I just don't get that. I don't get how you ask for new IPs. And this list says if it was true and there's 3 new IPs coming out, that's not enough.
But I want
that makes no sense to me.
Knocked off. Like I need my socks to go pop.
But what can make
when y'all saw Anthem, socks was knocked off.
Yo,
what?
She said,
I just don't understand how it's not good enough.
I know you sounding like Tyrese right now. What more do you want?
It's not DLC and multiplex. You guys only focused on 4 or 5. There's brand new IPs up there. There's sequels to games, which you guys claim you want sequels.
Yeah.
Like,
get about it.
I just don't get it. And then when I ask, what can make the list better? None of you people can tell me.
It's like when you see greatness. When you see greatness, you be like, you know what it is, but you ain't know what it was gonna be. Like you couldn't describe it until you saw it. So when they do what they're supposed to do on stage,
so why
can't I want something out of left field? I don't know what it is, Addict, but I know what I want it to be.
But that list is
literally dumb too because Delilah wants to know for real. You know what I'm saying? Because she's with you at like what I want to see. Like what I mean, Solve, you with it though, right? Like, where's your feeling on this?
I think it's fine. I mean, there are new IP there. I see where King is coming from. He's like, at this point, it's been
you guys see where you're coming from, but you can't tell me what you see.
No. But I see what King's coming. Well, the one thing that he did say,
like go around the corner and hit a deer. I didn't see it coming, but I knew it was there. Like, I don't get it.
So the one thing that King says that I do agree on is just because, but again, I don't think it's feasible. Is every single new acquisition shows what they've been doing.
That's impossible.
It is kind of impossible.
Like I bet you Initiative haven't even started a game.
Probably.
So they're supposed to show you concepts. Like, is that what they showed? We kind of think we want to make this, but we don't know.
But I think this list is fine. If this is true, right? And this list is fine. And if the console announcements at the end of the conference blow your socks off, I think it's fine. I think I would be fine.
Not to mention, there's a studio acquisition in it.
I think it's fraudulent because there's no mic drop moments in that whack list.
How is there no mic drop?
The mic drop moment to me is going to be the console reveal.
The mic drop moment to me, we acted like Halo Infinite might not be that way.
But no, it's not. But the thing is,
Halo are in one showing.
Halo Infinite could be that way based on the investment that we know Microsoft has put into it.
Of course, but I'm looking at it from the standpoint, if we're looking at it, the order they gave it to us.
Let me get the search. I don't normally address the chat, but the address is going to get chat. Okay, the search should show anything from each of the new studios. There is studios that they're showing. Like,
you know what it is? I'm going to tell you what this
Ninja Theory, they just bought. I guess they ain't showing nothing from it. It's not on the list.
Yeah, let me say one last thing. I'll give it to you, Solid King. I think what it is as gamers, we like to be surprised. When you look at this list physically on paper, it's borderline predictable, right?
This list.
But wait. The reality is the footage and everything that could be shown associated could be mind-blowing. Yeah. So we have to separate predictability based on what we know versus what we see, and what we see could be great. That's all I'm saying. So I know,
I feel that part. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm like, all right, that's a nice listen, though. But I want that left hook. I want that smash mouth joint. That joint.
But you don't know what it's going to take to knock you out.
Like unknown,
right? That's what I want.
But how do you not know Bleeding Edge isn't going to be that? Okay, how do you not know Rare's new IP?
Hold on, we got pay the bills. Real quick. Shout out to
I want King to read that.
Hold on. All right, get King. He wants you to read that.
Right. At Iron Lord's podcast, ask the panel how many new IPs would it take? It keeps scrolling up. Would it take for the Xbox 3 E3 fire, or what the new IPs would take is only cinematic narrative driven IPs that are going to do it?
Mm-hmm. So
I want you to answer that, King.
All right. So for me, let me tell you something. Like I just told you, I want that left hook. I want that blind right hand that you didn't see. I want them to step on stage. I want that mic drop moment. Remember when we all knew that Cyberpunk was going to show up, right? Mm-hmm. And we had to wait a week to get the VHS tape, and then we were blown away.
Okay, but
right? No, stop. I got to push you in the bushes. All right.
Now,
this is why I don't like this. I don't like none of this. I don't like leaks coming out. I don't like none of that. Tighten up your ship. Tighten up your ship. Button it up like Nintendo. Nintendo don't give you no list, and then drops a little trailer for Metroid, and you be like, oh my god, like but you feel it. Right. This list stuff is ruining E3. It's ruining.
Okay, I get that. But let me get to Addict's portion of that part now. Now I completely agree with you.
Now his list might be fire.
What if Bleeding Edge is the most amazing thing
it
you've ever
might
seen?
be sickening.
What if Splinter Cell is amazing? Oh my lord, they took
But
it
if you're anticipating the left hook, can you be shot?
No,
okay. Let's take
that. So that takes away. I see what you're saying. You're saying that
you didn't want to see the thing.
He's saying no, that the ending to end game isn't going to be better than going and watching the ending to end game, right. And I agree with you.
I shut that all off.
I agree with you, but at the end of the day,
you got
last year, people said that they had a good E3. Did we all not sit here and say they had a good E3, a great showing? And I think this list blows that list out of the water.
Yep, it does.
So how are we saying this isn't a good list when everyone was okay with last year?
I mean, I wasn't okay with last year. I thought last year's E3 was kind of buns.
Get him, dog.
I thought it was buns. Okay, let me just say this. And I'm the biggest, and I love Xbox, and I'm probably going to buy whatever the new Xbox is anyway. I'm going to tell you this right now. Gears 5, I'm lukewarm on. Gears Tactics, I don't give a shit about. Play Dead IP, okay. Ori, meh. I mean, I'm not like a huge indie game guy, so I guess shoot me. I don't know. Game Pass stuff, they gotta keep the lights on. They're gonna have to show that stuff. Battletoads not gonna sell anything. Borderlands 3, we're gonna see at every conference. Brink, I don't know who asked for that. Oh my god, I don't know who asked for that. Dino Crisis not gonna sell shit. Jedi Fallen Order, we're gonna see, and I mean Dino Crisis could be amazing, but it's not gonna sell. Jedi Fallen Order we're gonna see at every conference. I can't wait to see it.
In fairness, we're not gonna see it at every conference. It's only one conference.
Right. We're gonna see it at every. Yeah, we're gonna see it
unless it's a third party at EA.
Yeah,
EA's not having one. It's literally gonna be at this conference only.
Fable, cool, can't wait. Fable reboot, I'm excited for that. Forza, I don't really care about. Sea of Thieves, I don't really care about. Outer Worlds looks great. Still don't know. Yeah. New studio acquisitions, I don't care if we don't have a tease for a game. If they say we're going to acquire a new studio, and guess what? You have to follow that up with a little 1-2 of and this is what they're bringing to the table. Because other than that, seeing a studio's logo on the screen doesn't mean shit to me.
Get him, dog.
It doesn't. Bleeding Edge could be the best game anybody's ever made. And don't get me wrong, I'm stoked for that. I think that's going to be great. So that'll be probably a high point. That'll be like a shocking little high point, but it's not going to be shocking because we're reading it. New Rare IP, if it's not that'd be cool if it was. I would like a Perfect Dark reboot or something like that. I think that would be kind of dope. Dead Rising 5, Zombies are played out. Recore 2, I didn't play the first one, so I don't care. Cyberpunk 2077, okay, I guess. That looks great. I'm already excited.
That's the dog. No,
I'm already excited for it. I'm already excited for it. I don't have to
I think this dude needs to go sleep in the bush.
No, I'm talking that real though.
I'm just being realistic. I'm not gonna be. I mean, I love Xbox, and like I said, I preface this, and I'm gonna sandwich it with I'm gonna buy whatever. I'm gonna buy the new Xbox, whatever it is. I really hope that we don't have to wait until the very end for the Halo Infinite stuff. Splinter Cell reboot is probably gonna blow people away, but then it's available on all platforms. So I don't think that there's enough haymakers here, like what King was saying, and I completely 100% agree.
We need 5 or 6 haymakers to knock it out.
Yes,
right?
you do. Yes, you do. PS4 had 6 haymakers last year.
What?
That Ghost of Tsushima.
What? God of War. They had God of War. They had Spider-Man.
God of War.
Well, not last year. It was
last year.
He's talking about in the
releases.
Releases.
Oh, I'm talking about releases last year.
Releases. Oh, okay, I got you.
I'm talking about releases. I don't even remember. Was last year the violin year for?
Yeah, that was it.
PS4? Yeah, that shit was
Flute Man.
Oh my god, the whole shit was. Oh my god, Bush that whole thing retrospectively. But. No, I mean, I think PS4 had 5 monster releases last year. I think that this is lukewarm. I want to say
I just don't get how people can say it's lukewarm, but no one can tell me how to make it fire. I just don't get that. I'm just gonna mute my mic.
Exactly what King said. It's exactly what King said. Is we're not going to know until we saw it, and it would be nice if like these leaks didn't happen. Tighten the ship up. Exactly what King was saying. Tighten the ship up, because if you mean to tell me at the end of this conference, if they just said, oh, and by the way, like one more thing, and then it's like that little boop noise with the 3 lights for Sam Fisher's helmet from Splinter Cell, and then you get somebody from Ubisoft walk on stage and they say it's going to come first to Xbox One, the DLC is going to come first to Xbox One or something like that.
Nope, I'd be mad. Unless that game is an Xbox exclusive, I'd be mad.
Do not end, the way it's
don't end your conference. Don't end your conference with another IP. I know they did it last year with Cyberpunk, and everybody.
The way that it's looking, game wise,
keep our expectations.
The way that it's looking, they're gonna. If this list is true, that they're gonna end it with Halo. Like, I just don't get how you guys are saying that.
No, you got to start with Halo.
No, they're not starting with Halo. They start with Halo. They're gonna start with Gears, because Gears is coming out this year.
Wait, what did they start? Did they start
Halo
last year?
They started with Halo, yeah.
They started with Halo, yeah. They had the Halo like
you got to start with knocking their teeth out their mouth. You got to knock the teeth out their mouth, man.
Is Gears really knocking anybody out of their seats right now?
No.
So because it's not knocking body out of the seats. We ain't seen much on
Attic,
it.
Is it knocking out of your seat? Is it knocking you out of your seat, Attic?
I'm muting my mic. Like, this is just ridiculous. Like, we can't open it up with Gears. We can't open it. Like, this is crazy, man.
Dom is not invited back by Attic.
Attic.
On it, baby.
Attic. Listen, I'm telling you. And again, like, I'm an Xbox guy. This is coming from an Xbox guy, and I think that this is going to be good. But if there's no other, but I think this would be better if they knew that they were actually going to have more than one press conference at E3 this year. Yep. This is the only press conference to see, and I think the Brink thing is really throwing me for a loop here.
Disgusted by that.
Yo, he's focusing on that joint. He said, "Somebody get this off of this list."
Yeah,
focusing on that.
Get that shit.
Listen, what I love the fact that this is what I'm talking about. Y'all got to understand. This is not a bad list, right? This is a great list. It's not a great list. It's a lukewarm list. It's a nice list, but when you're the only show in town, when you Ringling Brothers, you got to bring that bang bang. And I don't see bang bang.
I don't get how showing new IPs, showing big third parties, showing DLC. Like, I don't get how this isn't bang bang. Like, I don't understand. I don't think there's anything people can do at this point.
Pay the bills, brother. Pay the bills. I want you to pay the
bills. What if Microsoft announced the list and all the multi-platform get exclusive content for 1 year, but forever? So I guess he's talking about like the old Call of Duty deals where they get zombie maps. But at the end of the day, like, I just think you guys like, there's literally nothing Microsoft can do to settle to happy people anymore. I'm confident now because people ask for new IPs. They ask to see new content. I think this list gives new content. People want to see.
Your list is legit, bro. I'm not taking away your legitness.
Lukewarm is not a good list. Okay,
all right, but you want me to bend the knee to your list, and I hate your list like that. I'm not going to do that.
You guys are acting like this list isn't a good E3. It's okay.
No, it's not
that bad.
I'm not going to walk away from this E3 talking about KO. Like that, I'd be like, okay. Like you're going to have to switch the O and the K around. Not KO. It's like, oh wow.
Yeah. This is a mid. This list is some mid. If we're gonna keep it a buck,
it's mid, but no one can tell me what make it better.
But you know what it's gonna be?
Like, there's when new IPs on here, but no one can tell me what will make it better.
Is anything on that list better than Last of Us 2? Is anything on that list better than Last of Us 2?
They're literally on here saying that they're gonna tell you about new studios. They're gonna show you new hardware. They're gonna show you new IPs. They're showing you highly anticipated third-party games. They're gonna show you a roadmap for Game Pass. They're gonna show you a roadmap for DLC. That's not good enough. I don't know what it is.
No, it's not. You better be better. You better be better. I'm telling Microsoft right now, you better be better because you've been piss poor for a minute. I want you to step it up right now. You better be better. You are the only one out there this week. I'm going out there. I'm going to California by myself for you. So I want you to make sure that you knock my socks off. I want to come back on that plane with no socks. So you better make sure I leave my socks in California.
Firmly off firmly off, and I'm going into the suitcase, and I'm taking every pair of socks in there, and I'm throwing them out the window too.
Lord Sam, I'm gonna let you end this before we move on, because this is highly intense. I didn't think this was gonna go on.
Listen, I just think that Phil needs to. We talked about this last week or the week before. Like, Phil needs to let go of that thought that being afraid of announcing something too early. I think, he's been working hard on getting the ship right, making sure that, that the way they're approaching the development of these games doesn't put you in a position where it's up in the air whether it's a game that's coming out or not coming out.
New IP. You want like 6, right?
You want it doesn't matter.
They're working on something, the whole hand.
But they're working on something, right?
And then guess what? In 3 years from now, we're gonna be bitching. They show the same thing every year.
It doesn't matter as long as it's coming out. I just think this is the opportunity. If you want to wow people, right? If the point of E3 is just to wow people, and that's what it is, and you're there, you have the stage to yourself. I get that. I say, don't be afraid. I don't care. Show me a game that's 2 years out. I want to see it. I want to see it just because I said this.
How do we not know these new IPs aren't 2 years out? Like, I don't get that. Like, you guys are acting like they're not showing anything new. Like, they're showing new IP stuff that no one is seeing.
Exactly what I want. The mic drop moments. This is the World Series.
Can we ask this? And I got to defend Addict. We're acting like none of this stuff on the list could have potential mic drop. Fidelity and game.
Not at all.
That's what I'm saying. We haven't seen any of this. We're just reading words. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. And then I understand what King is saying, like, just based on the words that he's read, and
we're making assumptions based on words or the.
And then what it is they're going into this acting like these new IPs are going to be trash. Let's be real. That's literally what you guys are acting like. That is what you're acting like. You're like,
nobody's acting like.
You're acting like it's going to be mediocre trash, and it's not going to be a mic dropping moment. That's what you guys are acting like. If you're acting like there cannot be a mic, hold up. If you're acting like there cannot be a mic drop moment on this list, you're acting like it's going to be mediocre games. That's what you're saying.
So this is what I'm gonna say, and this is kind of like a little bit both in everybody's court, because as Addict does have a point with, like, if the list is really this lukewarm, then what is it? Hold on, if the list is that bad and you can't tell me what is going to make it better, then I think that's more of an Xbox problem than an Xbox fan problem. Because, and I'm gonna say this, because I can't immediately at the front of my mind think of the last time I saw on an E3 stage an exclusive Xbox only title that was not a sequel, that was a brand new IP that absolutely blew me away and said, this is the reason why if somebody asked me at work tomorrow, which console am I buying?
There's 2 on this list, still not good enough.
Well, we don't know what they look like yet, Addict. We don't know what they look like.
But it's the same thing. You can't condemn the list because you don't know what it looks like.
There's also a Brink reboot on this list, which could be.
yo, I love the fact that you are not letting that Brink go.
No, I'm not. But here's the deal. And I'm going to say this because I want this to be good. And
Who even made that game?
It was Bethesda. It was a Bethesda.
That's probably true then, man, because Bethesda trying everything they can now to get looking good.
Hashtag, but that Brink reboot, though.
Yeah, but that Brink reboot is going to be on my gravestone now that I know that this exists. This would ruin my Sunday. So I'm going to say this. I will say this, is that if every single game on this list comes out with fire gameplay footage, we're going to see Halo Infinite gameplay. We're going to see Gears 5 gameplay, which hopefully is just like really like knock your socks off, but it's nothing we haven't seen before, but it's still good. Fable reboot. Give me like a hot gameplay for Fable.
That's amazing.
And man, just like thinking of all of this stuff and thinking about what could be makes me really excited to be an Xbox fan. But and I want to say that, this is a symptom of a larger problem. The fact that we can't tell you, Addict, we can't tell you what would really knock our socks off because we just don't know what to expect from Xbox. We expect Halo, we expect Gears, we expect to see some good third-party stuff, we expect to see new studio acquisitions. All of this stuff is pretty par for the course. Like, I could have made this list. If we all said, hey, put 10 things on a list on what you want to see from E3. I guarantee all of us would have at least 7 out of 10 in common.
Predictability.
Right? And I want them, I think we're all rooting for them. Nobody on this show, I don't think, is being like, man, Xbox is ass. Like, they're not going to come with anything. This is trash. I'm switching sides.
But
nobody's
at the end of the day, are we supposed to condemn this show because we keep up with this stuff and we know what to expect?
Let me ask you this, like all those studio
you can't use the word lukewarm and make you think you're not condemning something.
Let me ask you this, though, Addict.
You absolutely can.
Studio acquisitions that happen. All of these studio acquisitions that happen, do you really think that once they were acquired by Microsoft, they started something brand new from scratch, or they were working on something already that's probably going to be their first game coming out?
They already said that Ninja Theory was working on a game before they bought them.
Right. I'm not. All right. One. What about the rest of them?
Right.
So let's say they did have stuff that in the pipeline already that is going to come out as their first Microsoft exclusive. So if I doubt anybody. Let's say the initiative, right? Like you said, the initiative was created specifically for this purpose. If they don't show anything cool, I get that. Obsidian, besides Outer Worlds, do you think they weren't working on anything else? Like these other small studios?
They haven't even started it. Like, haven't even gotten in. So do you want to show them? So hold on. We want to metro this. Hold on. We want to metro this. We want to show a PNG at this point, right? Because they haven't
exclusives.
I
want exclusives.
And there's exclusives on here. Like,
I think it's short-sighted to think that the moment they got announced last year at last year's E3, that's when they started working on brand new IP.
Most of these studios is already in the middle of a development or at the end of one.
So show me that.
They are. Outer Worlds is on this list. Like, I don't get it. I don't get you guys.
You're pointing to one or two of them. Like they picked up 6.
You act like they picked up 15.
Listen,
they picked up 5.
Addict, we hear your point, right?
Okay, let's go by the studios that they picked up.
You know, we're not.
Undead already released
beating
something.
The hell out of this story.
Compulsion already released something.
You are down for this list like no other.
No, I just don't understand the mindset behind this.
Yeah, but your mindset behind it is fire. They spitting hot fire for you.
I just don't understand how you guys can use words like lukewarm when they literally have doing everything we've been preaching on this show on this list.
Listen to me.
Just not gonna agree on this.
I want you to understand.
Move on, y'all.
Yeah, I just want you to understand one thing. If they go down this list and they don't show nothing else but your list, I will walk away with I will throw the E3 far off the roof and into the bushes. I swear y'all do not want to know who I would be that Sunday on ILP.
If
they go down that list and they don't show another game. If they do this list, and I'm telling y'all now, if y'all do this list for Addict 100% down the line,
you don't want them to spit them bars.
I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna get booed like Cassidy. You're gonna get booed like Cassidy. You better come with some versatility.
It's not about this list. Like, there's literally nothing that this company at this point can do to satisfy these people.
No,
like there's literally nothing they can do.
No,
I think they've injured the name so bad. There's nothing that can be done.
Final thoughts on this, and I swear to God, I'll leave it alone. Okay. So aside from Brink, which I will not leave alone.
Yes.
Final thoughts is, first of all, saying something's lukewarm is not condemning it. I could have a bad slice of pizza at my favorite pizza joint and be like, damn, all right, that was kind of weak, but I'm not saying tear the building down. Not condemning it. Okay. I'm not going.
But are you going to go back and eat that pizza next week?
Let me finish. I will go back. But
I don't know about that.
If every single one of these games has fire gameplay, that is phenomenal. Great. Right. Excellent. What I want from Microsoft is something that I can't predict, that I can't expect. And I want that new IP. Like, I need this new, and maybe this new IP, new rare IP teaser is it. Hold on. Maybe it's on this list and I don't see it. Maybe it's on the list and I don't see it yet. I want the unexpected. I want Xbox to kind of subvert the expectations, and it's not just Gears, Halo, and whatever that we've had, because we've seen in Halo for the last 20 E3s. I want to be my socks, throw my socks in the bush. You know what I mean?
And it's like I said, at the end of the day, is it Microsoft's fault for not doing stuff on this list? Or let's be real, we keep up with news way more than the average consumer. Is there? That's the reason we can predict this list. Not everyone can predict the list like people in this community can. Not everyone keeps up with every rumor and everything that comes out. Like, how is that Microsoft's fault that we keep our ear to the floor at all times? And we're always on Twitter.
Going to move on. Everyone's gotten off. We would not agree on this topic. Addict, for the record, I am with you. King Dom, Sov, they're on the other side. And that's just what it is. You know, look, they want their socks knocked off. They're not impressed. I get it.
Oh, no, what can knock their socks off?
Yo, put Brink in the bushes.
Addict,
I'm cool with that, man. You
somehow managed to turn me. If you go back to the beginning of the topic, I was on your side, and somehow I managed to end up on the other side.
I mean, you can be over there with King, man. I'm cool. I can be over here by myself. It does not matter.
No, I'm with you. I'm right there with you. So don't worry about it. So look, we're gonna move on. Mortal Kombat came out. Jesus. And Dom, I know it. Like I said, Tom, you let me know if anything. I know I got you real late. But if you rocking, I'm not kicking you out. Mortal Kombat came out. So we got to talk about, obviously, the legacy, you know what I'm saying, that's come out, obviously, and then it's been a Switch version and a lot of stuff going on. So first of all, for the record, did anyone pick up Mortal Kombat 11? And if they did, any impressions?
I got the bougie PC version, so I got that.
Look who's the fraud! Look who's the fraud!
Yeah, because they see on the PC, I could be by myself and not worry about having to see y'all.
The fraud,
I could just be by myself.
My friend, you's a fraud.
Why am I fraud? No. I was never repping the Switch version. Thank you very much.
You switch everything. You switch thing.
That's
the thing.
Listen, put that fraud light. You know where you can put that fraud light, right? I gave up that battle a long time ago. You know, when Wolfenstein 2 came out, I was like, yeah, I can have that. I'm good. I played it on the X. So, from what I played, I've only played some of the like the training mode, and I did a little bit of the story mode. The story mode is very cool. I mean, I have to say that, you know, back in the day, I used to love all the story mode stuff in Tekken. And then Mortal Kombat just really elevated that to another level after 3, and once they started doing the different like reboots with like you know, with the weapon version of the fight and stuff, and I forgot which was the first one that really had this amazing story that nine like incorporated like everybody, and you had all these different sections where you had to play with different characters. Yeah, they really taken it to another level, and this does it yet again. I like the fact that they you know, like Street Fighter, when you go to Street Fighter, you see that your main characters, they age and you know, they look slightly different in newer iterations, but they still are them. And the Mortal Kombat seems very willing to just, you know, move on from their characters. They'll bring them back in some way, shape, or form, right? Create some sort of story thing, how they come back. But at the end of the day, they're very willing to move forward from those characters. I'm loving it so far. I think the combat is as tight as it's ever been. I think the additions to the combat, the way that it's more up close now, it makes it feel a lot more very brutal. Like I think it's as brutal now as it's ever been. The fatalities are nuts. I forgot what the hell they're called. The moves that look like fatalities but aren't.
Fatal blows.
Fatal blows. They're ridiculous, but they're cool too. I'm liking it. Once I finish the story, I'll have a
Addict King Dom. Dom, did you pick up Mortal Kombat or not really at your bag?
From what I see on YouTube, it looks fun.
Dom.
Yeah, I haven't gotten around to getting it just yet. I did play it at PAX East, and I did get my hands on the Switch version. Woo! I did play it on PS4, and I played it on Switch at PAX. So I got to spend a little time with it. I mean, it feels smooth. Honestly, on the Switch, somebody was making jokes about like whether or not it was like a slideshow or something like that, but it was smooth as hell from when I played at the PAX East build. I swear to God, it was. I'm not lying. I'm not even like just trying to like sell a Switch. I mean, it was actually, I was very impressed with how smoothly it ran. The graphics obviously were tuned down, which is like, okay. But honestly, like the gameplay itself, I think they did everything they could to make that thing run at like a nice smooth 60 frames per second, which is what you need. And I think it looks good. The story looks amazing. And there's a lot of stuff floating around out there about like microtransactions and everything, which I feel like is an easy buzzword to hop on and say, "Ooh, I don't like this because you know, like
giving people choice to buy stuff."
Yeah, they want to monetize their game that they're selling for more money. I don't like it. So, but you can play the game and unlock the stuff, and you don't have to buy it. So I don't get what the problem is, and it's also not a pay to win mechanic. So I don't know, bush that whole argument, but I don't know. It looks really good. I'm gonna pick it up. I didn't rush out. It wasn't like a day one purchase for me because I've been like dug in on the Division 2, but I'm very excited to get it and start getting my ass whooped online. It's gonna be great.
Fair enough. Lord King. Mortal Kombat Love coming back.
Let me tell you. My Mortal Kombat Love never left. I have XL and I had L. The last one that came out. And I'm glad it's in Game Pass right now for free. So if y'all can afford it, go over to Game Pass and play the old one.
Brother.
The only hot thing on that Nintendo,
I want Cognito to read
is that. Oh, God, Cognito, read it.
The whole Stitch 6669. The only hot thing on that Nintendo is the CPU when it tries to do more than 420p. Salute Lord Stitch for his pennies.
Man,
when that Switch out, he paid for that one.
If Switch tried to run Red Dead, I swear you could put that on its back and cook eggs on it.
I want to say the winner in this whole thing is all Switch owners, because it shows that the Unreal Engine is so versatile that they can get the game. They can get the game. I told y'all, I walked away from PAX.
Give me a hug, brother. Give me a hug, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Get away from me. Get away from me. Put your arms back in your pockets. All right? Brother.
I embrace you with elbows, brother. I embrace you with elbows. Now back away. now listen. I want y'all to understand that when I was at PAX, and I'm telling y'all, I haven't been the greatest Switch guy. Attic is fighting with his mic. I haven't been the greatest Switch guy, but I want y'all to know the stuff that I saw at PAX was insane, right? Now, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they unlocked. I don't know what went down. But when I saw the Switch version of Mortal Kombat, you can rest assured that if you have only a Switch and you want to play Mortal Kombat on the go, the game looks phenomenal for the Switch. All right. You didn't get a Switch expecting it to be an Xbox One X. You didn't get a Switch expecting it to be a Pro. You got a Switch expecting it to be what it is. All right. So we can stop beating Switch up for being who they are. They are who we thought they were. Right?
I'm out here preaching the word.
I gotta show you something. All right. I did my own analysis of the Mortal Kombat Switch, and I put my own diagram up.
Go for it. It's your show right
here
now.
Here it is.
Oh my Lord. You see this slander?
Okay, like yo, listen. I see that. I see that, and I want y'all to understand something, right? Everybody who
gotta be that.
Everybody who purchased a Switch was afraid that multi-plat games, high AAA multi-plat games, wasn't ever going to make it onto the Switch. This tells you date and day of release. Remember, we were joking that they're gonna come out years down the line. It came out date and day, of the big consoles, and it's on par in its own area. It's 60 frames per second. I don't care what nobody say. To get it to play at 60 frames per second on that Switch, I don't care what resolution it is, you're playing at the same speed and level of the big boys. And it allows you to understand they have mastered something in that Switch. And I'm telling you, y'all didn't see what that Switch can really do, because when you get these couple of games that's coming, you're going to really use your Switch. I'm waiting for these games to come out so I can actually use my Switch a little bit more. But
everything 1C that's coming out, all that 1C entertainment stuff.
I was scared for it because they wouldn't let us record it. They was doing all type of ninja stuff.
Yo, check out the story, right? King and I are walking over there, right? We're trying to get an interview. So we stand on the side, right where they're playing Mortal Kombat, right? So right there, they had like two dudes watching anybody who comes close to that Mortal Kombat kiosk, especially if you're not on the line, right? So we're there, and King, in a sly way, he picks up the GoPro and puts it closer to his face, and then he just has it up there, and then he just presses the button, right? But he thinks that the dude doesn't notice, right? So the dude sees it, and the media, he's like, "Oh, you guys are media? Yeah, you can walk all the way to the other end of the booth and ask if they can give you guys some private time. Right over there." And we're like, "Right over there? Yeah, right over there." So we walk over there. There was nobody over there. They were just trying to get us out.
Yo, yeah, shout out to old boy who said he's too big for me to tell something disrespectful. Like, put that camera down. Right? So he's like, yo,
he's scared to tell you to put it down.
No, but he finessed the hell out of me, and I fell for the finesse because I almost had it. I was telling.
It would have been one of those. Can you please stop recording?
But the way they were going about it, it made me fearful for the game.
It did.
But after seeing the game, boy, I got to give it up. I got to respect it. They 60 frames per second. The graphics ain't too far off. Shout out to Digital Foundry. The only thing is different is the resolution and a couple of little graphical here and there. But the game is so close. It's sickening to let y'all understand. Like, we got to stop. We got to, because there's no excuse anymore for these multi-plat developers. There's no excuse anymore for your game not to fit on this Switch. There's no excuse anymore for you not to include your version with a Switch version. So it's down to the developers now, because that ball is in your court. Because we're looking at something that's really shouldn't be done, and they're doing it on a scale that is impressive. So I got to
period
to that.
Period.
Shout out to that 8.0 update for the Switch that gave it the boost mode.
Listen, man, yo, King, King is out of here. He's in this room right now. He got my notes. He got my playbook right now. So I literally cannot say much.
Scroll King today. This is
I want you to see. I put my wizard cloak in the back. Yo, King, you on it, bro. I mean, listen, it's Switch Gang. Stand up, y'all. Stand up, Switch Gang. This is
anywhere.
This is what it is, man. Shout out to Shiver Entertainment, man. What sorcery you and NetherRealm are doing on that Switch. Wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty amazing. I mean, I gotta call it. Yes, the resolution is lower. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We get the bad out the way, but the close-ups with the beards and the hair on certain people look a little suspect. Can't lie. Crypt a little. Can't lie. But the actual gameplay, the thing that you're doing the most, the core gameplay experience, the consistent 60 frames per second, even in portable mode, the minimal loading, and like King said, that Unreal Engine, man, I bend the knee. I don't know how they doing it. The scalability with the Fortnite, Rocket League, now Mortal Kombat, you know what I'm saying? Truly impressive. And then the last thing I'm gonna say is, like, you know, with Unreal Engine, which is really amazing, like they're talking Q3 of 2019, cross-play, cross-progression coming. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want ultimately. Like, I don't even know how they did this on the Switch, but like King said, other devs, y'all on notice. Like, Unreal Engine scalability and what they're able to do with that game, and it's not that much of a drop off, y'all. I have to salute. Switch Gang, stand up. You're gonna hear that slander stitch. You're gonna hear that slander. I'm gonna talk my talk. Mortal Kombat 11 covered in hot.
That's right. And listen, Wolfenstein, Doom, and everything on there, everything that Bethesda's been doing with the Switch, and they were the ones that paved the way. And they said, "Listen, man, we're gonna give you Doom 2016 on the Switch, and it's gonna run just as smooth as it does on the console. Sure, it's gonna be a little ramped down a little bit." And somebody in the chat was like, "Well, why does it have to be $60 still? Because you can play it on the shitter. Exactly. You can play it on the plane.
Come on, that portability.
You can play it on the plane."
Facts.
I was playing Skyrim on a plane on my vacation last summer. Come on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Who are we playing?
Educate these boys out here.
Yeah, and if you don't like that, and if that's not for you, guess what? Don't play it on your fucking PS4. Exactly. Play it on your PS4.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, real talk, man. So that's what I got to say. We ain't gonna beat it too much, but I'd pop my chest out because I do. This is all more. Shout out to Requello in there, Switch Gang. Johan, I know you in your feelings, Johan Zell. I see you. He said, "Are we really loving this 480p nonsense?"
I love it.
They mad, but we coming in hot. And that MP, shout out to the Surge. Switch about to surpass PS4 lifetime sales in Japan as well. Salute. We ain't gonna talk about that MPD. I wasn't gonna do that. I was gonna let y'all live off the MPD.
I just can't wait to play
Switch
this Brink
juice
reboot
is
mobile
crazy
too.
right now.
It's our time.
I love it. I love it.
Boy went crazy. Pensacola, it's our time to talk tonight.
Wow.
Switch Gang, it's our time to talk tonight. You don't had enough talk, Larry. I must have had enough talk, Larry.
I don't.
My turn to talk tonight.
I've been playing Final Fantasy VII on the Switch, so I've been playing a Switch a lot here lately.
Salute, Lord Addict, coming around. So look, we move on.
I wouldn't like. It's not even really about the Switch. I just don't like Mortal Kombat. But you know,
but you like the story, and the story was
the story's good. I've always liked the story.
It's really good.
Me and the head-to-head fighters don't get along.
Also, I got to shout out Ed Boon for being the most approachable, high-level AAA multi-plat studio. When I approached him, nobody was talking to him. I went over there and kicked it with him for a little bit.
I didn't even see Delilah came for you, King.
What you came from?
Said King wants to see something graphically amazing from Xbox Microsoft E3, but praises Switch graphics from Mortal Kombat 11. Can't make this up.
Oh, you know what?
They like, yeah, King's a fraud.
Let me tell you.
I got to do that giveaway after King rants.
Let me tell you, Delilah. All right, and I'm coming for you. Since you came for me, I'm coming for you. I didn't read it because you didn't post no bread. So, but all right, here I go for you. Here I go. All right, is the Switch doing something that we thought they couldn't do? Exactly right. Now Microsoft is doing stuff that we know they could do. Flex that muscle, bro. Show me what you can do. If you don't get no style points for doing stuff that we know you can do, you can do a twist. I don't care about your twist. Show me a back summy and a twist. Show me something nice. Right? You got the Switch jumping through hoops, making you look at your Switch like you turning it inside out, thinking little gnomes came in your house and put in another Switch, right? But right now, Microsoft, you looking at your Xbox like, bro, you really supposed to be blowing this Pro out. You really not doing it. So I really expect more. So if you think I'm frauding for expecting more for a more powerful console that costs me $200 more, that's supposed to be the market leader in power, then show that power. I'm saying the little Switch over here, the little engine that could, sticking his little chest out talking about, you ain't much better than me, bro.
All right, so we got to pay the bills. I got a $2.99 from Stitch. It says, I will get that $420 if Game Pass is in there.
My man Stitch coming around. Get the Holy Spirit, sir. Get the Holy Spirit.
Oh my God.
The Lord's Day. This is church today.
I got a link here too. So we got to do this giveaway thing.
Yeah.
So Lord Cat Daddy Fat Stacks, he has sponsored a 3-month Xbox Live code giveaway. So how I'm going to do this, I thought of a cool way to do this. This should be pretty relatively easy. I'm going to give it to the first person that puts in the chat what statue King had in the background last week.
Nice. I like that.
Thank you, Addict. I really appreciate that. That's nice.
That was what's up.
Y'all better type that fast.
Y'all better type that fast. Y'all want that Xbox Live code.
They sit there like, yo, let me go to last week. Let me see what last week.
Y'all better go to last week. See what's going on. That King of Statues. Ooh. Hit that link. See what it was.
See Thanos there right now, right?
That's a good one.
Yeah. The statue is exactly where that Thanos. NYC. Yeah, NYC. He got it. Sorry, Sid. You was a couple seconds late.
He was a second late.
What they put Hawkeye?
What day you said Hawkeye?
NYC hit me up on Twitter.
Yeah, NYT hit him, man. We got to get NYT. We got to take care of NYT. NYT was first in the chat too. Yeah. He said love. Yo, NYT, that's the guy. That's the boy right there. No doubt. So yeah, hit him up with the information. Hit up Lord Addict on Twitter. If not, let us give us some information. We got to get that to you. You already know. Addict, I know you got. We got to wrap this up soon, man. I know you got to go. Dom, we done kept him overtime. Crazy.
Yeah, it's almost 3 o'clock.
Right now. It's crazy. I know we late like crazy at other topic. Days Gone. We'll do a quick thing. The only person I believe.
We can't do a quick thing.
All right. I
got to take off, but we can. Let's be real here.
It's your topic.
Let's. Okay, since we have to do this really fast. Just give your quick thought process on what you see in the community and what if you've played it, give your thought process on that of what you think of Days Gone.
I think it's unwarranted for what's going on with it. I'm going to purchase the game. I'm not going to do no fraudery with it. That's what they excel at. They excel at single person experiences in the dark in the corner. They also told you that it will be a day one patch that will go up with it. So I don't know if the day one patch went out, but I've noticed that this game was so beat down by Sony fans and Xbox fans alike that y'all never gave this game a chance anyway, and y'all was looking for anything. This is confirmation bias on anybody's part that's pointing a finger at this game. I've never heard anybody say, but it's good in this area. Did you see the graphics on that game? Shut up.
Yo, and Delilah not letting this Switch thing go.
I don't care why she ain't letting it go. She just gotta boot up my Switch.
They're putting titles on Android.
Hey, Delilah, stop fronting. You got your Switch in your hand right now, and you see me playing.
Listen, man. Oh man, y'all out of control right now with the days go. Listen, I'm gonna jump in real quick. I'm gonna listen. I'm probably the wrong person. I am biased. Like I clearly covered the game at PAX East. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Ben.
Let's be real. You're biased because the GameStop wouldn't let you do that finesse at this point.
I'm bad at the finesse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta give credit when credit is due. You know what I'm saying? Delilah's hilarious.
Shout out to GameStop for being the finesse kings at this point, though.
She's funny in the chat, man. She's having fun. So so pretty much like, you know, look, I played it. Shout out to Ben Studios. Shout out to my boy MJ the Boss, LordCognito.net. Dizzy in the chat. We had to put up the 3-part article breaking down, you know, the whole aspects of the mechanics of the game. So look, I like it. I mean, the crafting, you know what I'm saying? The factions, the rival gang stuff, the building of trust, the story. Dialogue appears to be a little uneven certain places. You know what I'm saying? I saw that marriage scene, I almost cringed. I was like, yo, fam, really? She gonna say, I want you to ride me like a bike? Like,
wow, that's awesome.
Wow.
This week we got a game that said that. That's awesome. That should have went to top 10 quotes in video game history. That's
I was like, come on now. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, and some of the quests can be a little repetitive, like artificially extend the game. But to me, what changed the game is that horde, man. I just like that tension when they all up on you. Them freakers, you know what I'm saying? Them freakers get on you. It's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And how you get to utilize them against the other humans is really dope to me. And I want to shout out, seeing that we got Delilah in the chat and we got and Jess Corden. I want to say about the article that was inspired by those two, because my main point with this whole thing is, yes, it may be a 7.5 game or what have you, you know what I'm saying? But what I like is the fact that what I'm hoping for, what seems to be the Sony trend, is say what you want about them, but they may come out with a game like this that may get off a 7 in the beginning, right?
And the sequel comes out.
And then they put in the money for a sequel of a new IP, and
you
then
guys
develop, and it becomes something.
You gotta remember, Bend is never. This is the biggest game Bend has ever made. Period. Yeah. Like, you know, and they let it rock out.
Forget that.
People
at the end of the day, like, you can have your opinion on something, but these are still made by a group of individuals. Like, you know, they spent years of their life on these games. Like,
that's all I'm saying. It's like at the end of the day, I just want. Oh, hold on, we got a Megaton, my man. Forte got for showing the community love, man. Attic, I'm gonna probably get this one to you right quick too. Yo, we got a big giveaway. Shout out to Forte, man. Somebody about to get some Division 2 love in. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's about to be crazy. But yeah. So I mean, basically, like what Sav said, it's just one of them things where it's like, you know, you hope that they do enough, it sells enough, because if it does, most likely Sony's going to invest and keep this IP coming and nurture it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I just want to see from Xbox. At times, sometimes I feel like if it ain't that home run out the park, King, right? Yeah. Like they tend to walk away.
That's why I like they're doing that Recall sequel. I really like Recall. I thought Recall was really nice. And if that thing is true and they're bringing a Recall sequel, then that shows Microsoft is stepping in a different direction and they're moving forward with cultivating their IPs like they're supposed to.
Yeah, yo, Attic, I just sent it to you, man. We got to do another giveaway, too, for the people while we get Dom in and finish this off.
All right. Do you want me to do it now? Oh, I have one. Do you want me to just say it so they'll go ahead and be doing the chat?
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it out.
People know we do E3 shows. I want it. You know, we obviously have 2 to 3 guests. Now, we're going to have probably 3 to 4 this year. If you could guess 2 of them, the first one to guess 2 of them that's going to be in the show, you get the code.
Now, 2 that was
from last year? Our micros. No, our year. If they can guess 2 of the ones that's going to be on this year,
that's hard.
Well, obviously, they should know us. They should know us. If you haven't watched it, you're not paying attention.
All right, so pretty much the giveaway is guess
Two of the people that's going to be on the guest
be on our Microsoft predictions show.
Yes,
this year. That's what it is. Okay. Based on ILP histories, two get. Okay, all right. Two in the community, y'all. So y'all got a chance to win Division 2. All right, Johan Zell.
That's easy.
Close, Johan Zell.
Ooh, that was close as hell.
That's a good one. That's the one for the true finest. Come on, man. Close. You got a couple. Wait, Dizzy, man. Oh,
yeah.
Dizzy, man. Okay.
You guys forgetting a big one. Like a big one,
though.
I think
it's two. Y'all
give it to Diz because that's the whole team.
Yeah.
Kill him, Mike.
I wish, baby.
Diz, you got Division 2, so you can't qualify. I just thought about it.
I don't even know why.
There you go. Thank you, Diz.
Someone said Philip Mike.
All right. Technically, Dizzy has won, but
technically, Dizzy needs to stop being in the chat.
I thought Dizzy got Division 2. So if you got Dizzy, if you got Division 2, you kind of disqualified, ain't you?
Why are you doing this, Dizzy?
Just keep going. I'll figure out another one. Just keep going.
All right.
Wow, that kind of sucks. For all you dudes that was sitting there working really hard, Dizzy came there and messed it all up for everybody.
And technically, he shouldn't be able to qualify anyway because he's part of the group.
He should have been. Everybody should go at Dizzy for what Dizzy just did to y'all. This is messed up, Dizzy. That was a jerk move.
We give it to Attic. I'm gonna let you make the decision. I'll let you make the decision before you gonna give it to me.
Just keep going while I look through the comments.
Okay. Let Attic do it.
All right, I'll let Attic have that. All right, Dom, Dom, I feel so guilty, man. I got this boy so late.
No, man, it's all good. Like I said, I'm waiting on Chris. Has me waiting, bro. I'm good.
Okay. I told you. Listen, I told you Dom was gonna get in here. He's gonna start dancing around
right
on the dance floor.
I'm here, man. I got the beers are flowing over here, man. I'm just ready to get. I'm like almost ready to get my Sunday started, bro.
Yo, appreciate you, brother. Big time.
Absolutely.
So as far as the the Days Gone situation, what side of the fence are you on with it?
I mean, honestly, so I haven't played a whole lot of Days Gone outside of same idea. I mean, I got some time to play it on at PAX East, and honestly, like I'm not 100% like privy to all the information or all the stuff that's going on with Days Gone right now. I think there's going to be a lot of people that that'll be happy with what it is. It's a beautiful game. I think bikers and zombies and stuff like that is a cool aesthetic. And if you like that stuff, I think you're going to have a great time with it. Part of me feels like that this argument boils down to let people enjoy things. And honestly, for me, I think the aesthetic is cool. I love Sam Witwer. Sam Witwer's an unbelievable voice actor. And I think that he's probably does a great job in the main character spot. To me, based on what I played, if you had blindfolded me and walked me into the booth, had me play the demo, and then said, "What do you think that game is called?" I would have said, "I didn't know that The Last of Us got biker DLC." It looked like what was the one for Grand Theft Auto 4, The Lost and the Damned for the bikers, right?
Yeah,
I was like, this is The Last of Us, The Lost and the Damned, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, right? Like, I mean, it's a good game, it's solid. I think the controls for me, and I have a pretty similar criticism with The Last of Us and like even like Uncharted, where I feel like the movement is a little bit too kind of like heavy and clunky, and it works because of the way that the cinematic area, like nature of the game. Right. But I don't love that control style.
Over the shoulder.
I mean, like that's super tight to the shoulder, and it's like just not as tight as it should be on the sticks and everything. So I don't know. I mean, I'm lukewarm on what I played. Again, I'm gonna bring that game. We're gonna bring that word back. Lukewarm does not mean put the whole game in the book.
I love how he breaks down with lukewarm.
I mean, it's just okay. It's just okay. I mean, from what I played, if I had to like gun to my head, like what I played was a C+, a 7 out of 10, and I'm sure there's some people that love it, and I'm sure there's some people that hate it. But I don't know. I mean, I honestly am not super aware of like what the Sony fans were promised and like what they were supposed to expect. So I really don't know where some of the fallout is. So you guys might be able to like enlighten me on that. But I mean, it's got a 7.8 on Metacritic for users and a 72 for a Metascore, which just seems like a pretty okay game.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's it. I mean, the main issues right now, they're saying some glitches here and there, but again, we got to see post day one patch if that,
So this morning the 1.05 patch came out, and it took a while to download. When I played, I didn't see anything wrong with it. I didn't see any glitches. I didn't really have any issues with it. So I can't really tell what the patch is doing for it.
Shout out to the other Zig. He said lukewarm real definition equals garbage.
I gotta leave.
Yeah, but, I gotta say that
the finest was the one that said he said it after Dizzy. I didn't want to interrupt anyone.
No, it's cool.
But hit me up on Twitter. I gotta go. I'll send it to you on the.
All right. Hey, salute to the finest, man. Salute to Dizzy for trolling the chat.
That was wrong, Dizzy. That was wrong, Dizzy. You were wrong.
His division hate got the best of him.
Yeah.
Right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, later. Boom.
Peace.
Thank you for coming on.
Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, thanks for having us.
Even though you're wrong.
Now you at it. Hey, yo, Dom, if you go to E3, you'll get to meet him in person if you go.
Absolutely. I'm gonna let you hold that. I'm gonna let you take that.
And then you can laugh at him at his lukewarm list.
We can kick it at that pizza shop with the lukewarm pizza.
Okay? Yeah, that's all right. I'm gonna buy you a slice. It's gonna be okay.
So, later, Addy, get that work done, sir. So I'm sorry, dog. Who was talking? I cut somebody off.
No, one thing I thought.
Of course, it was me. It was me. Of course, of course. Whatever.
Sorry, continue.
No. But I gotta say though, the community, man, like that same energy y'all have for those 9.5s and those 10s is not there, and I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that because. You gotta come out there. You gotta come out there and support. Yeah. You don't come out there and support when the sequel comes out and it's a 9.5. Support now, right? Yeah. Come out there. Go out there, buy that game because the game, from what I've seen, again, the game is beautiful. The game has all the production value of a AAA game. Yep. It just doesn't seem like it's doing anything special to differentiate it from games of that ilk that came before. That said, okay, hey, Quantum Break. I played through all of Quantum Break, and it was in. So I'm gonna play through all of it. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. From what I played so far, shout out to the section where I was murdering little kid zombies. That was wow. They are kid freakers, and there's no question. They're just kid freakers.
Yo, Dizzy's so petty. Shout out to Dizzy with the $5.
What did he say?
Tried to save someone from that snore fest of Division 2. Where them raids at though? I got to have some fun before I'm in my feelings tonight with Game of Thrones. Salute to Dizzy and his petty.
I'm so happy. This has been the hardest week of my life. I'm gonna tell you right now. This has literally been the hardest week of my life. Struggling to get to Sunday. Struggling to get to Sunday for Game of Thrones and struggling to not listen to you guys with this lemon. I wanted to bust you in your head with a hammer. You sitting there trying to get, bro, put out the review, talk about, yo, did you watch it? I went to turn it on, and he was like, he's sitting there with a Thanos cup talking about, well, we got to get into the review. And I said, I kindly shut you off, sir. I kindly shut you off.
Game of Thrones with the giveaway, brother. That was lit. LaMarcus D. Doss. He was like, yo, I was killing them kids too. So he was killing them kids too.
Yeah,
y'all out here actively killing babies. This is ridiculous.
You'll see when you play. You'll see where I'm talking about.
Well, shout out to Microsoft and Discover for sending me my money. So I will be getting that game for the free. And I will not have to do the finesse and send it back because I keep all Sony physical games because I don't trust them.
I feel you. So sorry, are you done? Are you good?
Yeah. I mean, I think it's it's a fine game. I think it's fine. I'll finish it and then I'll have a more detailed assessment of it. But I think it's fine. I think a lot of stuff is overblown. It's not world killing anything like that, but it's fine.
No doubt. Yeah. King, are you gonna do your joint before we?
Yeah. Just 5 seconds. I want y'all to understand. It's been reported that Disney is getting ready to buy a massive gaming studio. Now the studio is called
Nexon.
Is a Korean PC and mobile gaming company called Nexon. Nexon. Nexon.
Yeah, Nexon is huge.
And they're reportedly trying to purchase them for $13.2 billion. This is what this company is worth. And I've noticed that a lot of times, like Disney has taken back a lot of their IPs from gaming studios and not allowing them to make like that X-Men game or I mean not the X-Men game, the Avengers game, like Thor game, stuff, those games that they own the IPs to. So is this the step in the new direction where they will be producing and making their own games for mobile and home consoles alike with this new company and for PC? This is what I thought.
Lord Dom, thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, so Nexon is really big with the mobile games and stuff like that, just like you guys were saying, and you know, I mean, they're worth like, I mean, I think last year their net worth was like $250 billion. They had like 250 billion or something like that, which they were worth, which is, and that's yen. That's yen, by the $250 billion yen. I should clarify. $250 billion yen. I don't
equals
even know.
$13 in the.
Yeah, exactly. Hold on one second. Let me math this out real quick. 253 billion yen in US dollars. This is probably like 75 cents, huh?
Oh, currency right now.
Hold on one second. No, I can't even do that. Like these conversions not even making any sense. But all of that, it's that's still pretty big. It's still like 2 billion US. It's like 2.2 billion US, which is still nothing to sneeze at. So that makes sense that their acquisition would be 2.2. They just buy them out straight up for what they're worth. I don't know what this leads to, but I really don't want like a Star Wars mobile, you know, free to play, but you got to buy everything. Like I want more AAA games from Disney, and I don't think that this is what they need. If they were going to buy out a studio, you know, let it be like, how much can they get? I mean, what's EA going for these days? You know what I mean? Like buy EA, like, or not a you know, a publisher, but you know, if they're going to buy somebody, like spend that 2.2 somewhere where your fans are actually going to get really quality games. There's no real early childhood games anymore. There's no real like kid games except for the Lego series and stuff. So with all these licenses that you're gobbling up, why wouldn't you buy a studio that's more tuned to make amazing AAA Disney games? You know what I mean? Give me a new Aladdin platformer or something that like kid, you know, and because that's a niche that hasn't been filled. That's not something that's widely available. If you buy an Xbox, what are 3 games that you're going to get for your kid if your kid's 6 or 7?
Yeah.
No,
like,
good point.
You know, and they have a niche. They can make money hand over fist with that, and that would sell Xboxes, sell PlayStations, whatever.
I thought that Disney Infinity thing was huge. I got a whole bunch of these little statues up there,
and they were
quality. Quality games.
Yeah, quality games, and it's quality pieces. And I thought that it was. I think it's weird. I mean, I don't really love this move. I mean, it's cool that they're like buying up a studio, but Nexon isn't exactly known for like, you know, AAA blockbuster games. They're known for cash grab microtransaction based games. So,
and I think that's what they're going for. I think to buy this company and then try to mold it into a AAA studio is exactly the reason they got out of doing that, right? They didn't want that power anymore. Which is why they decided they'd rather just piecemeal their IP out to the highest bidder and make sure you have a AAA team working on it. That's why, you know, they gave a Spider-Man over to Sony, and that's why the Avengers game is being made by Square Enix. So I don't think that's what this is. I think this is that game that, you know, that company that could make accompanying, you know, whatever games that go with their big movie releases and stuff like that, and just make money off of that. I think this is what they purchased in order to make cash grab money off of their big IP when they release big movies. I think that's what it is. And I mean, I think it's brilliant, but we're not getting anything beyond that. Because at that point, you would have to buy them and mold them into a AAA studio, and that's not what they are.
No, they're not gonna. You can't make them something they're not.
Right.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I'm in agreement with Pat on the Lord table, especially Dom. You know, I respect it to some extent, but I just got to see way more. I think they could take advantage of bigger things, and you know, at the end of the day, you know, I got to see them take on the real Phil Luminous Harrison. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell are you talking about? Hey, now it just went left. All right. The end of the show has started. And
if they really want to impress me, they got to take on Scroll Phil.
Bro. This has definitely fell off the. All right. Thank you.
Hell no, Mrs. Harrison.
We will not have none of that Stadia talk here.
Where my Fugels at? Shout out to my Fugels.
Shout out to the Red Boot.
Here we go.
Brewery.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
There we go. And thank you, Cognito has earned this before he goes to watch Game of Thrones.
What alert is back. So that's it, man. We're gonna end the show. New ILP poll this week with all the recent leaks, rumors, and speculation regarding the 2019 Microsoft press conference. Which rumor do you think most likely will come to pass? The choices are A, Xbox Lockheart, press value and on par possibly with the PS5. B, new Splinter Cell game. C, another studio acquisition. Or D, I don't care. Xbox is in the bushes if they don't announce a new IP.
I'm down with the last one.
See.
The last one.
It's gonna be fun. That is the question. Those are the choices. Please rock the ILP vote when it goes up on Twitter tomorrow. Lord Dom from the Wicked Good Gaming, Not Another Gaming Podcast. My brother, thank you for rocking out so long with us. An absolute pleasure to have you. I feel so guilty I had you on, but low key I don't because we got you longer.
No, it's fine. Listen, if anything, Chris needs to feel guilty because we're trying to get oysters and martinis and stuff, and I'm trying to get out of here, but he's taking his sweet time, so it's all good. It is all good.
Absolute pleasure, man. Where can the fine people find you? What do you have going on, sir?
All right, man. So if you want to keep up with us, you can check us out on twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming every Thursday Eastern time, 9 p.m. live, twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming. And listen, if keeping schedules is not your thing and you want to just keep up with us after the fact for the nice pre-recorded episode, if you like my voice now, wait till you hear that shit mastered down. You can listen to us on any platform, podcast platform of choice, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Christian Mingle, Farmers Only. You can find us on any app on your phone. It's twitter.com/wickedgoodgames. Instagram is wickedgoodgaming. Everything. And you can find me at Uncle Dommy on Twitter. Uncle Dommy is at Uncle Dommy on there. Because I'm actually an uncle. I'm not like a father. So Papa Dom is I could do a whole episode on the origins of that name, but I am actually an uncle. So that's the Twitter handle. So check that out. Check us out. It's Not Another Gaming Podcast and wickedgoodgaming.com if you prefer the written word. And really, really big shout out to the Lords, man. You guys have been an unbelievable start to my Sunday. So thank you so much for having me on, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, bro, for coming through. This is a match made in hell. It's supposed to happen. It's how it's supposed to go. Two great podcasts linking up, doing what we do.
Put every other podcast in the bushes.
In the bushes. Ain't ready. Do remember.
You know what
I'm saying? That's my guy right there. Yo, hopefully, man. Yo, y'all boys better come out to E3. If I don't know if y'all do E3, man.
So this year, I mean, with me, I mean, Chris and Dr. Bob are in my wedding as well. The two of my groomsmen there. So I think E3 is going to be tough for us this year because my wedding is like a couple weeks afterwards. So if I do that and then don't have any money for the honeymoon,
you ain't going. You ain't going because she gonna
need that money for that divorce.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
That's
she
right.
thinks that you're gonna go on a bachelor party, a long extended bachelor party. You're not going. Have a nice trip. We'll see you next year.
I'll be in the doghouse, inside the doghouse, inside the doghouse, inside the bushes.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But yo, shout out to them. Yo, shout out to Addict, everybody that came through. Chat was absolutely lit. Lord Soft, where can the fine people find you? What do you have going on, sir?
First of all, shout out to Chris, man, from Wicked Good Gaming. I'm definitely, I was outside on that line in the bushes while you guys were having fun. I was standing on Lansdowne like, nah, man, this ain't happening.
Sovereign is a fraud. I told him to leave when we left. Sovereign decided he wanted to be fashionably late. He was like, yo, my crocodiles ain't matching my gators. So I needed to go switch my shoes up and I'm gonna get my slacks to match. He said, I'm not leaving with you dudes. You're jumping in the El Camino and you know how I drive out. And I was like, yo, Sovereign, you need to leave when we leave. Like, and he was like, bro, get out my face. I'm gonna be there when I be there.
She's not getting sexy up.
Yeah. And then he texts me while we inside. I don't know what's going on. The line was around the building.
All I know is that the line is around the building. The line is around Fenway.
No doubt.
But I'm definitely looking forward to your version of Saab. I have to meet this dude most definitely.
Oh yeah.
So you guys can find me on Twitter, Lord Saab ILP, BX Sovereign on PSN and Xbox Live, and just enjoy your Sunday. Yeah, of course. And the inaugural episode of R&R with the Lords, roundtable reviews with the Lords of Cinema, Lord Cog the Boss, myself, Lord Sovereign, and of course, Lord Kaibatsu, giving you all the end game spoilers in the dark for about 5 minutes. And then,
then with us 5 minutes.
We're working out the kinks, but it was definitely lit. So check that out. Just make sure you've seen Endgame already, please. I don't want people cursing me out saying you didn't say it was spoilers right at the top of it. So please make sure you've seen Endgame already. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, guys. I'm about to get mentally ready to have the Night King destroy the rest of my weekend. So thank you.
Salute to the Night King. Lord King, we're gonna find people find what do you have going on with the King of Statues.
You understand what it is. Let me pause, Thanos. Told you I got a remote, right? You saw it, right?
Ooh,
let me turn.
I didn't see that.
You see that? You see him turning back around. Let Thanos turn around and look you in the face and snap you away. All right. Let me tell you, man. This week on KOS, I got in. Let me pause him right there, right before he about to snap his fingers in your face. There you go. Woo! All right, so check this out. This week on KOS, I got something going down. I got situations. I got other situations. I got circumstances. And if you did not see Endgame, I'm going to give you a crazy, wicked spoiler that's going to drop on your neck. But I'm going to tell you, if you thought my Thanos unveil last week was lit and I was walking around my house, when you got a hot one, when you spit that hot verse, I was like, wait till they get a load of me. Like, it was so sick. If you didn't go see it, please go see it. Like, follow, and subscribe.
Oh my God, his last King of Statues.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But this statue, the statue that's coming right now, the statue that's in that box right there, that dude right there, it's gonna put it to shame.
Wow,
it's gonna put that statue to shame because this statue, I got props that go with this statue.
Wait, you going 3-0 Thanos? You ain't gonna
spit no words, no bars. No bars.
That's gonna be hard to top, man.
And listen, trust me, y'all gonna find out some stuff this week. Like, y'all gonna understand things this week. I like the format that I went with this week. I got a lot of positive responses from you guys. I love that when y'all leave comments. Leave comments. If you see something and you say something, leave comments, because somebody told me I had the music high too much a week before with the Hawkman statue. I went back down. I lowered the volume. I mixed it up. Like he said, Chris said, you like my voice now? We can hear it later when it's mixed up. So I mixed it up nice and good. So you was able to hear it, and the beat was fire. Everything was fire. I had that. But this statue that's in this box, because this box it won't be here next week because that statue is going to be spinning in back. You're going to love what's in there. Now, also, we have Canelo versus Jacob on Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to be in my bag. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You can only watch it on DAZN, or unless you got a streaming situation that I don't know about. But
we don't know what that is.
We don't know what that is.
We don't condone that. We don't condone that. Wink, wink. But listen, man, that's a fight that you want to see. Y'all asked for Canelo to step it up and start fighting these challengers who can actually push this boy to the brink. And I think that this is going to be something epic. This is going to be a footnote in boxing history that you're gonna, like cliff notes, like a bookmark, not a footnote, a bookmark in boxing history that you're gonna go to, and you're gonna remember where you were that day when that happened.
Absolutely, yo, King in the building, Combat Talk, King of Statues, all that good stuff. And Arcade King will be coming soon. Yo, again, like I said, can't thank you enough, Lord Dom, for coming through. Absolute pleasure.
Salute. 1,000 salutes to the Lords, man. It was a pleasure being in the realm. The chat was great. You guys were great. So I'm happy to be here. Hope to return to the realm real soon.
Come back, brother. You already know that's a fact. And like I said, you already know the thing. Like, subscribe. You already know the audio will be up by Lord Kaibatsu tonight. SoundCloud, Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. Again, shout out to my brother Saab. Shout out to Kai again with Roundtable Reviews, the R&R, our debut. Give us feedback, just like King said. Put in the comments things we need to improve on, things you want to see. You know what I'm saying? It's our first go around with it. We're trying to do something a little different, again, from a spoiler cast perspective. So if you haven't seen Endgame, don't watch it yet. But if you see it in game and you want to talk, you want to hear me complain, get in there and get, talk about perfection a little bit. And of course, the last word with Ebontis, that is up every Friday. Go check that out for your looter shooter fix, that Destiny 2, that Division, that Anthem, that Borderlands coming soon. Please check that out. We got some special guests. The chat was lit. Again, thank y'all, everybody, for being amazing. Everybody enjoy your Sunday. Shed a tear because the Night King is coming and your favorites might be gone, but it is what it is. That's what we do in the realm. Everybody enjoy your Sunday. Peace.